Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to my Black Ops 3 live stream. As you saw in the thumbnail, I'm going to be using Sparrow tonight. I'm working on our hero gear. I'm going to try to do the ones where you tag people with the vision pulse first. However, instead of doing the pistols first, I only have two shotguns left, the Breachy and the Haymaker. Then I will be moving on to the pistol class, trying to get headshots with that. So we will definitely be doing some pistols later tonight. We're going to start with the shotguns. Got quite a long way to go with both of these. Not many camos unlocked, and I'm kind of hard-headed, so I'm kind of damned and determined to attempt to do this in regular core mode. All of my friends tell me that going for hardcore is the smarter way to do it because it's way easier to get headshots, but that's true of all the weapons, and so far I have slogged it out all the way in core, so I'm going to stay in core ground war and try to just do it and man up and get some good gameplay tonight, so let's go ahead and start that up. I'm going to be streaming solo. I do not expect to have any guests joining me at the moment. Definitely Dom is going to be better for killing a lot of people. I will be greeting subscribers soon. There's been it's pretty significant change to the way streams run. I increased the minimum donation amount because I was worried that my streams weren't so much about me or the gameplay as they were just Drifter reads donations for 2 or 3 hours. And I wasn't able to give as much love to the YouTube chat. Pepikar, Master, and John Perez just subscribed. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. We'll be shouting out live subscribers when I can, when I see them pop up. Keep in mind they're not live for me, they're like over here somewhere, so I have to turn and look at them. They're not near the screen. Gonna talk to you guys a bit. Yeah, minimum donations went up to $5 for a pop-up on the stream. Not because I hate you guys, not because I'm greedy for money, but it just kind of got out of control, like it was constantly popping up. And as you saw, it'd make the frames lag, it would hurt the computer a little bit, and just kind of ruin the quality. I want these to be fun to watch for ages. Hello, Derek Clark from the YouTube chat. Nice to see you. Glad you got it popping up in notifications. Bella Gallardo, you have been noticed. Hello, Travis Vincent, Alex French, and Benji 1996 Bleach. Hello, Sup Bops, Grady Phillips, Frank Andino, That Gamer, Thomas Wine. Nice to see all of you guys. John Mustafair, Anthony Perry. Jack says is good. Hey, Terribility, nice to see you. Colin Cook subscribed. Thank you, Colin Cook. And CJ Buffalo as well. We're loading up this first game with Luca tomorrow. Also, you guys are welcome to join, right? Like, you can join in progress if you want, just so long as you don't troll. Everything is pretty much good to go. And I do have some good news. I'm going to be opening up a subscriber-only chat either next Friday or the one after that. I'm working with YouTube to completely redo this chat thing. So right now I am using the Haymaker with Elo sight, and I also have a stock and quick draw. The idea is that when I aim down sights, I tighten up the hipfire spread significantly. So if I can do this properly, I might be able to get close enough to ADS and just like kind of headshot people. Oh, come on, it's got to be a headshot. Ah! See, it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. If it were easy, everybody would do it, right? That's why everybody doesn't do it. I think there's a sniper up here, as long as he doesn't have some stupid trip mine or something. Or he could just be dead. That can happen too. What do we got going on? I haven't seen a bad... Here we go. Oh, no! We're gonna have a long way to go on these shotguns. I know it. You've been noticed. Hello, Isela Pineda. Nice to see you. I'm trying to see if I can focus on this gameplay just a little bit here. Okay. So we're losing... Nope, that's not... Come on, guys. Body blocking. 0-2 here. I don't even want to go for kills if I can't get headshots. Like, if I can't headshot these people, I'm probably not even going to try to kill them, because I'm not trying to just get lucky, you know, spray and pray kills. Anybody can do that with a shotgun. Anybody can run around and get kills, but I have to get headshots with this blasted thing, which is going to be very difficult, I know. That was not a headshot, unfortunately. You've got to know I'm over here, man. There we go. Got one headshot in. Once I get used to this, it's going to get easier. I know it's hard now. I might have to sacrifice some perks and stuff, but I'm going to try and make this work. There we go. Squeezing in another headshot. Going to go prone. Know where you're at. I'm just going to go kill... Wait. What the biscuits? Where did he go? Hello, Alex Manning. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's Patrick. I totally agree about the perfect time to stream. Basically, I know the East Coast is suffering from a snowstorm right now, so I'm trying to capitalize. You got a shotgun. I'm just not going to let you... Whoa! Yeah, I know the East Coast is getting hammered by that. So was it like 2 inches of snow in Washington? So I figured, hey, if everybody's going to be stuck in their house, I pretty much can't think of a better time to stream than right meow. That was a huge fail. I don't know why I thought I could shoot that guy from so far away. I probably look like I've been partaking in the cannabis plant, because that was silly. That was really silly. Okay, here we go. Got a stun. Can we get it? Oh, man. Somebody says hip fire. Oh, dude, you're missing out. We're doing camos here. We're not doing regular old gun challenges, right? I have to get headshots. Got to go for a shotgun headshot. And that one I could have kept hip firing on. It is, I don't really care what my kill-death ratio ends up looking like. Just so long as I can get headshots in this game, I'm totally fine. Just got a Twitch subscriber somehow, even though I'm not streaming on Twitch. Oh, that's Paragon Fury resubscribing. Looks like we have a guy camping in that one building. So I'm going to need to flank around. I don't think I have a launcher in this class. No, I don't. I'm not going to be able to take Bravo because they're all just, you know, staring at it. Once you lose Bravo in this game, it's incredibly difficult to recover it. So I'm going to try and focus on just flanking them, killing. Hopefully my teammates will pick up the slack, so to speak. Oh boy. Didn't. See, at this point I'm also going for hero armor, right? So I don't want to waste the vision pulse. I want to use that in a very tactical manner. I think my crazy... I just got a $10 donation from Brown Shark. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate it. And I totally wasted that vision pulse, even though there was a ton of them around there. Thank you, Brown Shark. I will read your donation in just a second. Gotta find the time for it first. Trying to focus a little more on the gameplay, you know. And a donation from T the Kid X. That's good. Plus people are still donating, even though the price went up a little bit. Said it wasn't... Got a kill. Not that I want the kills. I want the headshots. There we go. That was a headshot. Gotta come up here. Come on, headshot, whatever. I'm just gonna take this. It's a Cerber. Somebody else is taking it. Whatever. Just gotta roll with it. I'm actually getting more donations now that the price for the minimum went up, which is mind-boggling in a lot of ways, but that's okay. There we go, 15 headshot medals. Let's call in this UAV. Thank you guys for donating, by the way. I do appreciate that. And crazy, there's Dumoney, or formerly known as Dumont Rudicel. We met up in San Francisco recently, and he gave me a replica RW1, which I actually took through TSA security. And the crazy thing about that is I took a 3D printed weapon through TSA. It didn't go through, you know, carry-on, but they did allow it in checked bags. And the guy that checked me, that was the head of the TSA in SFO, San Francisco Airport, he was a fan of YouTube gaming. He watches YouTube gaming streams, and he was a fan of Typical Gamer in particular. Donations have gone off the charts already tonight, so let me go on down to Brown Shark. So speaking of donations, not trying to get you to root your own horn here, but what's the largest one you've ever gotten? Brown Shark, I got a $203 donation from, I believe it was, oh my gosh, the name, I know. I follow him on Twitter. He gave me a Ramus bag. Unknown Weirdo. Yeah, Unknown Weirdo gave me a $203 donation. I think him and Sir Toast got in a donation war, which was just completely bananas. And it's like, oh, if you donate so much, I'll stream all night. I was just like messing with people, right? Like total nonsense. Not even ever expecting anything, and they just went crazy with it. Let me see here. Got more messages rolling in. Gonna try and keep up with everybody. T the Kid X7. Says sad face. Speaking of donation, oh, man. Has a question about player. Whoa, what was that weird red? That's a very strange one. All right. Doing poorly. How do you feel about player collision? I feel like the moronic potatoes that I carry purposely ran me off the wall. Drifter, you have a small meat stick. That's kind of odd. Player collision is mostly annoying just with my teammates because they just kind of do dumb things, like, right? Like, they just don't... They block up whole doorways and I get stuck trying to get out there and get around. It's really frustrating a lot of times. Trying to get those headshots. Muddy dropped $5. Says, hey man, I solved the problem with my scuff. Bought a new one. Haha. Use your code, of course. Thanks for the 10 bones off. Dude, glad I could help anytime. Getting killed by the stupid man. My teammates are shooting those down. Way to go. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, that, we're getting pinned. This is bad. I'm just gonna go ahead and take Charlie then.
Securing Charlie.
Go ahead and take Charlie. Well, that's one way to fix it, I suppose. The most unnecessary way, but hey, whatever. YOLO, right? It's your money.
Hostile care.
Do Money says, hey Drift, high traffic time for my internet, so I can't watch the stream. I'll see your reply on the replay. TSA, I hope TSA didn't give you too hard of a time. No, they didn't. They were real friendly. He said he started to feel bad. And we're going to catch up in just a second. I'm going to focus on the gameplay. Monster655, you are next. I need to turn this gameplay around. Almost got a scoreboard kill there. Yeah, it's kind of like you break out a haymaker. Everybody else breaks out a haymaker. They think you're just trolling. But I'm really not. I'm trying to play for real. I need to ADS more often. See, that actually gets me headshots. Oh my gosh, my teammate gets good shots too. Don't even have this gun leveled up all the way. I use it so infrequently. Let's see, somebody's almost always up here. Okay, or not, or not. Here we go, here we go. They're not paying attention. Let's see if I can... No! No, Monster655 says, hi Drift, I hope you remember me. Of course I do. Anyways, can you please do the next in-depth on Nomad, please? Yeah, he's the next specialist in-depth. I think I'm going to do one on either Ghost Perk or Fast Hands versus Quick Draw, but the Nomad in-depth is definitely coming up. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really like Nomad. I don't like playing as him, nor do I enjoy playing against him. But I am going to do the in-depth on it, because that's the right thing to do. You know, you got to cover everybody and everything, whether you like it or not. Oh gosh, no, 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 get out of here. No headshots there. Whoop, that kind of was a mess. Thankfully, I should just be able to... Oh, no! Thought I was going to get two. Green Knight dropped $5. Says, hey, Drifter, love watching the Specialist in-depth episode. Thank you very much. I like making them. It's a little bit unfortunate that I can't make them as fast as I make other episodes, but that's kind of how it works. But I like making them because they feel like more of a polished product when I'm done. I'm starting to go... I'm still positive somehow, doing this goofy headshot challenge, but hey, team's not winning, so that does count for something. I really don't like it when my team isn't winning. It makes me feel like I'm betraying the other people. It's going to take a long time. This is going to largely depend on people that just aren't paying attention. Might get a few random ones like that, but this is mostly going to people that just aren't paying attention at all. Got a $10 donation from Demon Boy. Oh, 52! Says, Drifter, love all the videos. You work very hard on them and for us. And for that, sir, I give you a big thanks. Without your videos, I wouldn't know much about COD. Glad I could help, man. Always trying to help. That's the goal. And I'm glad that you're willing to donate to thank me. Let's see. Diamond32 says, no love for my wasabi donations? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Diamond, you did drop... Was it 300 that night? I think it was a total, wasn't it? Diamond, you're one of my bigger total donators. That's correct. But I think the biggest single that came in was from... Unknown Weirdo. If it's not, if you drop more than 203 in one go, let me know and I'll totally correct that. Not trying to shaft you there. I'm just kind of going from memory while playing gameplay, trying to get headshots and whatnot. Alright, here we go. So annoying. Oh, they're behind me. Paragon Fury says, I thought you still subscribe through Twitch. I don't know how the YouTube streaming things work yet, so consider it a $10 donation, yes. Also, can you use your magic COD powers to get more play for the PC version? I am not able to really influence that many people to play for the PC version, which I shouldn't say that here. It's like all the people that do want to do sponsored deals and stuff just think I can play their game and it'll magically be popular. I'm not PewDiePie, unfortunately. That is one of a dozen different things on my future to-do list, is to play the PC version and stream that live. And Dreamin' Cyrus says, telling any stories tonight? I'll watch your streams all day long for the good stuff. Oh yes, I do intend to tell some stories. I haven't picked out anything in particular yet, but it's on the list. Space Badger 15 bucks says, I just did all my taxes, so I have money to selectively throw around. Anyways, are you ever reminded of embarrassing moments and have nearly all the shame come back to you? Happens to me all the time. Yeah, dude, it happens to me all the time. It's usually something that I'd almost forgotten that I had done, but I'm reminded, not necessarily by a person, but by almost making the same mistake again, or by having a similarly stupid thought, that I can go back and fix that, or I don't know. It definitely happens sometimes. So I totally feel you on that. It's kind of like awkward deja vu. I don't know. Awkward stuff is brutal for me. I can barely watch awkward stuff on TV. I was watching I was watching Workaholics, and it was this really kind of dark humor, awkward episode, and I just couldn't, man. It was just killing me. It was making me cringe. I like the show, though. Workaholics is a great show. And I think I'm finally back caught up, so I can pay a little bit of love to the YouTube chat. And Space Badger, I feel you on the taxes. I just finished doing my deductions, which was... I actually don't want to show them on streams because I don't want people reading my name and the receipts. But I had a pile like this big. I had to measure it in pounds. Sanguine Wolf dropped $6.89. Says, "Hey Drift, I just wanted to say thanks for the quality content. Love your attitude as well. No nonsense, straight talk. Think it up. Thank you very much, Sanguine Wolf." And How Q Moon just subscribed along with that one emo kid. Sanguine Wolf, I do indeed appreciate the donation. Same for you, Space Badger, and Dream and Cyrus, and everybody else. And David subscribed. Thank you, David. Let's go back to the YouTube chat and see what's going on. White Wolf in the YouTube chat wants to know why the Noob versus Pro videos are private. How many headshots did I get that game? Let's see. Medals. Where is my headshot medal? What does that even look like? 9? 9 headshots in one game with shotguns is by no means bad. I'm going to vote for Aquarium since it's so small. So what happened with Noob vs. Pro is those were uploaded on the Machinima network and not on my channel. I don't have any backups of the videos, and Machinima at one point had too many videos. They actually had so many videos they couldn't monetize them. Like, Google didn't have enough advertisements to put on them at all. So they had a lot of videos with no ads whatsoever, and it was kind of like killing their ad value, which was weird. But since you couldn't run advertisements on them, their value was 0, so the network average went down, and that was really bad for pitching deals and from a marketing sense. So they just privated like 15, 20,000 videos. Harshimimon subscribed, and Frankie Sand something. David Cortez subscribed. Thank you guys. We got a hello from Australia. Says, "You're a beautiful man." Thank you. Love it. No, amazing error in the YouTube chat. You've been noticed. Damon wants to know how long I've been streaming for. About 15 minutes now. Let's see what else is going on here. Are you a living god? Most certainly not. I am not a god. RN Putterson subscribed. Thank you, sir. And Liban Osman also subscribed. Thanks, guys. Azo Ruznik, appreciate it. Favorite gun? Favorite gun's gonna probably be the Kuda. The Kuda's... I really like the Kuda. That one floats my boat so much. That's the one class I never unmake. I always have my Kuda class good to go. Play Nuketown? I could, but I'm trying hard to do this the legit way. Like, I can go do, not like the other ways are too unlegit, but I'm grinding through. I want to sit here and I want to earn it. Like, I really want to work for these headshot camos. I'm going to kind of get my money's worth, so to speak, on that. And I think it's more entertaining for the stream to watch me do it in a normal match and, kind of challenge myself than it is versus kind of running around in hardcore and not really playing the mode all that much. Let's say I'm probably going to be a little behind here. Somebody almost always comes up top. Whoop. Nope. Man, that was almost ugly.
Securing Bravo.
You. No! I should not have aimed down sights. You're gonna see that a lot for me trying to get these headshots. It's gonna be rough this game, and I know it. I can already feel it coming. But he says, "Phase Drifter?" No way. No, I'm not. No headshots. Got kills. That's not hard. And got shot from under the water. I love that trace that, like the bullet trace that it has from under the water. Let's see. PS4 has all noobs. That's not true. I think that PS4 does have a little more noobs. Like, there are more new players on PS4 than on Xbox One, but there are good players on both. We have a question from the YouTube chat. I did not get a chance to read the name of the person asking it. I apologize because the chat's crazy fast. But it was, have you ever doubted your religion? And I think the answer is, of course. There's a lot of people that like to say they've never doubted their faith, that they've been steadfast forever and ever and always. And I think that's kind of nonsense, and I think that kind of short sells your faith, because as I was always taught, that doubting is only natural. That's human nature. We're inquisitive, bright, intelligent beings, and that every bit of doubt is also just another challenge. Like, if you doubt yourself, whether it's, well, let's say not even with faith, like let's say you have a long-standing belief that you really believe in and you really want to uphold, but you have a moment of doubt and you stop to think, whoa, 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 whoa. No, you don't stop to think, whoa, I just got overrun. You stop to think, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe what I was thinking wasn't quite right. And you take a few minutes to double check yourself, make sure there's nothing you've forgotten, you're not crazy or anything, and you come to the same conclusion. That's only a good thing. That means that you were probably right to begin with, or that you're confident in yourself, or that you're reaffirming your beliefs, I believe is the right way to say it. And that doesn't even have to be in a religious sense. Again, that can be about almost anything, even mathematical theory if you want to. And we are on lockdown, guys. We are on a real hard lockdown. Partially my fault because I'm trying to get headshots and I'm not playing to the best of my ability, and I'm kind of using the hit marker over here. So come on, ah man, more hit markers for the hit marker. See if that guy's not camping down there. Oh, there's always somebody over here. You got to go prone and wait. He's gonna rush to get my teammate. Couldn't do it. Missed a donation right there. We have people asking, how do you donate? That's the first link down there in the description. It's not I do read donations and I pay attention to those guys, but the purpose of the stream is not the donations. It's always the gameplay and the fun, and that's just literally a bonus. Like if you guys just feel like doing that. I'm almost certainly going to die here because they've got that area so locked down. This is going terra bad. Our KDRs aren't even that bad. We're just getting slaughtered super hard. Okay, so we've... Oh, dude, they're on the other side. Awesome. I actually have a chance to capture this. If I can take Bravo, we can retake back either one of those sides. That's not the hardest thing to do. My teammates can keep... Oh, come on, guys! Come on! Got a donation from Why Hello there, buddy. And again, I know I missed the last one. I will not forget you. Your senpai has not abandoned you, I promise. I've just been very, very much so struggling with this game. Okay, so the round's over. I'm gonna check the donations so I don't get too far behind on anybody. Chris Pro Frock dropped $10. Says, what do you think is the most annoying weapon in the game? Drakon spam gets me irritated. You've nailed it. That's exactly what I was about to say as soon as I heard that. Drakon is by far one of the most annoying weapons. Is it OP? Is it broken? It's very strong on PC. It might be a little OP on PC, but it's annoying in every mode, especially with the silence. You just hear that little... It's little... It's like somebody kind of... whispering in your ear, except it's death whispers, and it just kind of like poke, 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 poke. It's like a mosquito. I just hate it, and it always gets me killed. Why, hello there, buddy. Dropped $5.01. Says, I've been trying to get Launcher's Diamond for a while, and I'm stuck on the XM53. I'm 2 camos away. I need 3 Talons and 5 Guardians. What game modes and/or tips and tricks would you use? And thanks from the Venus atmosphere. I would strongly recommend Ground War for almost any challenges. People do call in a lot of sentry guns and stuff in this mode, so this is a very good mode for that kind of stuff. There we go. There's a headshot. Yeah, Ground War is the way to go. As you've seen in this mode here, this team's trying to pub stomp us, and they're doing an excellent job of it, by the way. We're losing pretty bad. But they're using things like turrets and stuff. What do we have? Power cores and Guardians? Talons? Talons, I find Talons to be a lot more common in Domination, or Hardpoint. Dom, Hardpoint, and Ground War are the ones you want to kind of rotate through. TDM I would completely avoid. Free-for-all I would avoid. There's another headshot. Trying there. Trying hard. I might have to trade off my grenade for some anti-stuff. Yeah, definitely. Ground War, Hardpoint, Dom. That's exactly how you want to do it. Just play one mode for a bit, and if you don't get anything, that's good. And also, a lot of people quit when they're getting stomped. I would tell you to do the opposite. The more you get stomped, the more likely the enemy team is to have something like a power core or a sentry gun or something kind of awesome like that. So those are the games where you're going to get your launcher challenges, and those are the ones you need to stick through. That's how I did it. I also did launcher challenges first. I was very fortunate in that regard, so... Oh, I got a headshot, but it wasn't a final kill. Braden1 says, hey Drift, does your apparel ship to Australia? Because I really want some Drifter shirts. Yes, it does. The apparel ships globally. Now, when we do overseas shipping, I did some... Well, you're going prone on the ground. I did some work to make sure that it would ship to Australia, but it's going to ship slower. It's just kind of how things work. It's not terrible. I think we do FedEx to Australia, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even think I make any money on foreign shipping. Like, so when you do foreign shipping, it costs like $5 extra. But I just decided to do it to where it comes out of my profit. So I took out like $4 or $5 of my profit, so that it just ships cheaper. Ships cheaper. Sheeps cheaper. What am I talking about? Yeah, it ships cheaper. Yeah, it ships cheaper overseas. but it does ship, and it will be slow just because shipping out of the U.S. is just a pain. The U.S. is not international shipping friendly. There we go. There's another headshot. Excelente. Go ahead and call this in. What do we got?
Friendly UAV.
Kill their Overwatch.
You have to triple cap here. LeBron James or Stephen Curry? Honest answer, I don't watch basketball, so it's all the same to me. Honest answer. Somebody says, say chicken to Drifter.
Friendly care package.
Chicken? What are we talking about? You guys are ridiculous. Let's see what's going on in the YouTube chat. Who hates knifers? I don't. I like knifers. I mean, so it's annoying to die by a knife every now and then, but most of the time I kill the knifers over and over and over again before they get a chance to hurt me. Like, for every one time I get knifed, I probably kill knifers like 5 times over.
Kill their Overwatch.
Who's a YouTuber that you haven't played with but would like to? I would love to play with Donkey. I think it would be super fun to do a live commentary with Donkey. I could be wrong. It could really suck, or he could just have a fake personality or whatever. But Donkey seems like he'd be wicked fun to do stuff with. I don't know. I'd probably like to play Don't Kill Baby, or not League, because he hates League now, which is unfortunate. I watch a lot of Donkey vids. They're a little lowbrow or whatever, but they're really fun to watch. That's all I want. I have some friends that just ask me if I watch this on YouTube or that on YouTube, and most of the stuff I watch on YouTube is very lowbrow. A lot of you would just stereotype me as going for the educational channels, but I'll watch all those stupid Pranks Gone Sexual and Donkey and Total Biscuit hates every game ever videos or whatever, so that's how it is. Somebody says, do you like to knife? I like to use the Ripper. I don't like to use the knife in this game. It's too hard. It's way too hard. I'm a bad kid and I know it. There we go. Headshot! Ah, no, multiple headshots. I had a question about what the blacklist is. Well, I have a default curse filter. It's not so much a curse filter as is an anti-slur word filter, not slur, but like racial slur filter. But I set the settings pretty high, so if you get in the chat and you start talking some nonsense about almost anything racist, you'll get auto-banned. It's pretty strict on that. So if you don't want to get auto-banned, avoid any type of curse word and anything racist. That'll help you guys a lot. And I'm trying desperately to keep this under control. I'm hoping we can flip-flop back over to C and turn this game around. I don't like losing games. Oh snap, we cleaned him up. Oh boy. I thought I could dodge that person. I obviously could not. We are turning around. They're all going to be right up here. Surprised they didn't come that way, actually. Headshot again. Now they're going to be at Charlie. Yeah, we're already losing Charlie, so that's... Okay, good, good, good. Okay, yep, they're back at Charlie.
Friendly care package incoming. Enemy took Charlie.
Oh, that was a terrible engagement. What is my favorite sport? Oh, man. I don't watch too many physical sports. My favorite might be League of Legends. I probably watch more League of Legends than I do watching any physical sports. I do like watching soccer, or football, as we would call it in Europa. That's fun. I used to watch MMA and a little bit of boxing, but I kind of got out of that. Not so much anymore. Watching American football can be fun, but I feel like American football has slowed down significantly over the past years. Maybe I'm becoming older and more cynical, but it just seems like I'm noticing a huge increase of advertisements and time between plays and things like sissy rules or whatever, versus just going out and beating people up, which was fun about football. American football is a combat sport. We got a Drifter, please say the word chicken. Okay, I've said the word chicken, 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 finger licking chicken dinner. Now we gotta flop back to B, because that's where they're gonna push in next if I just had to guess. No, looks like we have some people pushing him at Charlie. Trying to get headshots and I failed. Somebody says Charlie is my name. I don't know, I've always called the points by their alphanumeric names instead of C or B or whatever. It's always like the military. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. We had Delta, or Echo, Gamma, I don't remember all of them. Hector, Foxtrot, Zanzibar, no, I know it's a Zebra, and Hotel India, Mike, Paris Hilton. I don't know all the stupid call-outs. I've seen some of them, you know. Let's go prone. I think I pushed too much. I pushed too much. Now we're losing Bravo. I want to hold on to that. I want to come. What were we, 25? Were we 25 and 90 at the end of this round? Wasn't that's where we were at, if I'm not mistaken? We were 25 to 100. Yeah, it was like 25 to 100, and we came back and won the game. Look at that. We came back and won the game, down 75 points at the half, and they had all those streaks and everything. And we came back and shreked people. Awesome. That's how it's done. That's good. Not only did I get my challenges, but we had good teamwork and good gameplay, so that's excellent. Had some donations roll in that I should pay attention to. No Twitch dropped $5. Says got a nice fat check tomorrow, so here's 5 and count to. I got a nice fat check tomorrow, so here's a 5 and count to 50. Oh, you want me to count to 50? Okay. I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm really tired. I just got back from playing Far Cry Primal, which I can't do a review on until, I think, Tuesday. But I will have, like, 2 Far Cry videos coming. So I'll count to 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Wait, no, we start at 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49... 50. Tyler subscribed along with Kanye Blair. Thank you for subscribing, guys. Appreciate it. Chris Profrock, $5. Says there's Legion's channel, or as I like to call him, Laquan, because he spells his name so amusingly, which is all over the board. Glad you streamed with him before, though, because he's entertaining. Legion is wonderfully entertaining. He's just as entertaining in person as he is on YouTube. He's just out of control. Like, believe it or not, Legion actually doesn't do any drugs. I don't know how his brain works that way without drugs, but it doesn't. He's a very kind of clean, straight-laced person, minus the alcohol, and he's very fun, just always talking nonsense, always, we got a drifter, we need a DRFT, man. You got that R in the wrong place, sir, but it's good to see you. First drift, oh, we got some more drifts in here, we got some guys joining, that's cool. Got a guy from Arkansas, and a guy who loves his mom, I know it's Arkansas, but Arkansas, a guy who loves his mom. That's cool. Oh, that's probably another... every time I see a yin-yang, I assume it's a drift person. That just might be... Yankee Zulu uniform. Okay. Harjat just subscribed, and LD Vlogs subscribed as well. Join the revolution, stop Alexis. What is that? I don't know what that's talking about. Brother BVV, hashtag stop Alexis. Shout out to Houston. Matt Kostmeyer. We got a huge paragraph here. Brandon Tate, man, get some sleep. You need to focus on your homework a lot more than you need to focus on this stream. That's the truth. I got that big paragraph. It says, and we got another donation coming in soon. It hasn't loaded yet. There we go. Okay. See if I can read this. Thiago, I know that reading a lot of donations might be annoying, but you're still getting money for it. A lot of us don't have that much money to give, but we're choosing to give you the little bit we have, so please, Brad, remove the minimum. People are going to stop donating. Thiago, I talked about this on Twitter. You probably checked the tweets, so I asked all of my fans point blank if they wanted more or less donations, and most of them agreed to do less donations, and the idea is I don't want more money. Like, that, I'll take more money, but it's not that I'm wanting it. I'm not trying to do this to get unlimited dollars. The idea was that my streams ended up just kind of becoming donation wars, and that everybody was dropping the barrel, like, just really crazy amounts of $1 donations, and the entire stream was just me reading them. It's pretty crazy now, even at 5. And I kind of want to stream in a way to where it's not dependent on me reading donations. I would love for people to be just happy with the gameplay. So I'm trying to find an amount to where there's not as many donations and I can focus on the gameplay. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing you guys that donate. It's very kind of you. But I know that like 99% of people won't ever, and I just want it to be fun for them to watch too. So it's kind of crazy when I'm always reading them, so I'm trying to cut back on it a little bit, right? Trying to get self-sufficient, so to speak. And like I said before, dude, it's totally optional. You're a moderator, you got my DMs. If you don't feel like donating, that's totally fine. I won't judge you at all. Not even in the slightest, I promise. Meeseek dropped $5. It says, "Hey Drifter, I'm really thankful for your daily entertainment." Oops. And I'm trying to shotgun some people here. Oh, you trying to snipe me, bud? Ah, I didn't even get a headshot on him. Really thankful for your daily entertainment. You're my favorite YouTuber by a country mile. Love it. I have not heard the phrase country mile in a long time. Kind of miss it. Miss some of those old southern phrases. I couldn't donate anymore because I just ordered my first scuff by using your code. at Kevs Paulson. You had your Twitter on there. Well, thank you, Kevs Paulson, or Meeseek, however you want to be called. I appreciate it. Appreciate the code use, donation, all of that. And you don't ever feel obligated to give me any more or less money. All of this is 100% optional, okay, guys? Just keep that in. That's not why I'm doing this. T the Kid X7 says, please doing an embarrassing or funny story. Oh, I probably should do that because I did tell you guys I was going to do a story tonight, didn't I? And Braden says, okay, I went to enter my postcode zip and it says it's somewhere in America. I'm not sure what to do. My Twitter is Braden Mahonigan. I don't want to keep on spending money on donations instead of actual shirts. Alright, so let me get your... I'm going to look you up on Twitter. Oh, and I'm going to die. I got a sub beat me down. Not going to shaft you on this one. Braden... Mahonigan. Crap. I'm gonna have to go prone over here. I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide in the snow. I'm gonna see how many people are just gonna walk past me. There goes the whole team there. Can I read this? Crap. I can't even paste. I wish I could paste from this program, but I can't. That's kind of annoying in a lot of ways. Alright, Braden. Your name is crazy too. Braden Mohonigan? Whoops. That's Montgomery. So Braden Mahonigan, it doesn't exist because you can't do that on Twitter. Okay, that's not your Twitter, man. Whatever you think it is, it's not. It's I tell you what to do. So I don't handle the shipping directly for the shirts, but the guy that does is Finshore. You should immediately contact Finshore. It's at FINCH0R. He's the one that owns the printing and all that, so he's the one that directly deals with all the shipping and international orders and everything. It's his Twitter is at FINCH0, like the number 0 and R. Contact him immediately. He's probably asleep right now, but he will hit you up Monday. Promise you, he follows up on all that, and he will get to it. And I believe there's also an at or an about contact on the website. Would strongly recommend you use that. It's not like crazy busy, so that does get answered. No joke. We don't ignore it, okay? Promise you. That's my best recommendation since I can't find your Twitter and it's not apparently spelled like that. I apologize, sir. I'm not trying to take your money at all, so... Contact Fincher, or use the little help widget or the contact widget. We do answer those, for real. We don't ignore people. Straight up.
Perfect outcome.
Alright, we got a blizzard warning. Yeah, guys, I saw the blizzard warning thing today, and I thought that it was a blizzard warning for... Oh, look at this. I thought it was a Blizzard, it was like Blizzard 2016, and I was like, oh, did Blizzard release a new game? Is there like a BlizzCon? Is Blizzard doing something amazing? Like, I had a lot of people how they dress like me. Is Blizzard doing something? Nope, they're just talking about the Storm Blizzard. You see what we have here. Jixie87 says, hey Drift, could you please say hi to Emma Roberts from Scotland? Alright, let's do it. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can change this live without crashing everything. Can I do this, or am I going to crash my whole program here? Hey, I'm big now. Emma Roberts from Scotland. A friend of yours wanted to shout you out. Jixie wanted me to say hello, so hello Emma Roberts. Glad that you're watching. I hope you do see this at some point, and you have a very kind friend. And I'm going to go back to the actual gameplay now. And we have another donation, big one for 20 bucks. The Noodles96 says, love your work. Try laser and extended mags with your semi-auto shotguns. Got mine done fast. Okay. I don't have a lot of attachment slots left. I guess since I'm aiming down sights, gung-ho doesn't really help me very much, does it? I'll drop that. I'll try your advice, man. I don't mind the extended mags, but I will do the laser. I think I have a special laser. You have the jackhammer laser, so I'll rock that. Yeah, I'll try the laser sight. I'll see how that works. Hopefully I don't have to drop any more perks. Might help me a little bit for when I get all, you know, desperate and hip fire. Bomb Shelter says, love your videos, man. Been watching for a long time, but I feel you deserve the donation. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much, Bomb Shelters _ and the Noodles96. Noodles96, this next game is for you, sir, using your recommendations. Sans the extended mag. We have a question in the YouTube chat from Collinator. Says, how big is the delay on YouTube streams? It's a little more significant than Twitch. I think it's about 20 seconds delayed, if I'm not mistaken. Question, how are you still Prestige 3? I just haven't prestiged a whole lot. And yes, Green Jose, you're totally right. It's hilarious in a lot of ways that I raised the amount to have less donations, or I thought that would happen, and just more came in, which is crazy. I'm not going to complain about it, but it's crazy how that works. The internet's a really nonsensical place. I have a question. Would you recommend foregrip for headshots? Probably not. Jonathan Bale says, howdy from Kentucky. If you're from Kentucky, you're probably used to rolling out bales of tobacco, big tobacco growing state. Sydney, I think that was Siddhartha. I could not read it in time. Just joined in. Now, I have a lot of subs on the other team, so they probably expect me to run through that middle rush route and just, you know, they're going to be waiting for me. So I'm going to take a completely different rush path. One that I do much less frequently. Hey! Where'd that guy go? Ah, whoop. Yeah, there we go. Nah, no headshot for me. No headshot for me again. Ugh. Got a double kill, but with no headshots. All my team. I love my teammates. They're doing the heavy lifting here. They've already captured everything. We have a request for search and destroy. Unfortunately, search and destroy is terrible for dark matter camo. Come on. I'm going to bronze hell for that. I'm straight. There's a hell in this game just for bad players. That's where I belong. It's like Elo hell. It's like Potato City, man. That was potato gameplay on my part. I didn't even kill him. There we go. Got a headshot. Got snow job camo. Excelente. I couldn't get that other headshot. Any tips on dark matter camo? Says I just feel like giving up. Well, my best tip is that you just have to play persistently. Like, it's definitely not an easy challenge. I kind of feel like giving up sometimes too. But you just gotta keep at it, man. Part of dark matter is just grinding. That's why for the first time ever, I think I had the word grind in my videos. I usually try to avoid grind because it has a lot of negative connotations. Alright, he's gonna be weak. If I get a headshot, yes! It's kind of funny, like, so this gun is so weak that you cannot get a single point-blank headshot. So my goal is sometimes just to, like, put one in the body, and then maybe the next one will hit their head and kill them. It's... Yeah, that's just not going to work. I can tell that's garbage. That's a terrible engagement, and I know it. They're going to be heading to Alpha now if we're all up in their spawn. Ooh, who was this guy? He dumpeth upon me really badly. Somebody says, Drift, you think the Razorback should be buffed? Maybe. I think the Razorback maybe has more reason to be buffed than the Weevil. The Razorback is just kind of... I really don't like it in my opinion. You guys probably saw me streaming it. I feel like it very greatly underperforms. What is this crap? That's... Oh no! I got caught on that UAV. Oof. Now they're trying to do the pincer maneuver again, and I'm just trying to get headshots. I know where he's at. Oh! Okay, that was odd. I thought they'd rush around the other side. Usually people take the safer route, but I suppose not this time.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
Excellent! Picking up more headshots. Thank you, Gaming Monster. I appreciate the compliment, especially in the chat. Makes me look good when everybody's saying nice things. It hurts my feelings. Hello, Ollie Tatton. I was going to say it hurts my feelings when people don't, but Ollie Tatton subscribe. Thank you. What's my favorite food? Oh, there's a lot of foods I like. I like things that are round, American, and unhealthy. Oh, no, 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 don't go there. I like pizza, I like waffles, I like pancakes, I like quesadillas, tacos, burritos, I like sushi, I like hamburgers, I like... All of those are round, American, and unhealthy, so you can kind of see the pattern developing. I'm 6 and 10 trying to get stupid shotgun headshots. Lobby's getting a little harder now that we got subs pouring in. I think I just saw a ping from up here. Pretty sure I did. I think we're taking Alpha. I'm not above jumping on. We got some more donations rolling in. I think we had a $10. We have a $10 donation from I Die a Lot too, and I think I missed a different donation, if I'm not mistaken. I think I missed another one, so I apologize for that. I'll catch up at the end of this round. Till that time, let's see what's happening in the YouTube chat. We got a Fireball 2 says hello from Australia. Good luck with the dark matter camo. Thank you, Fireball 2. Somebody says, you look so much cleaner with short hair. I don't have short hair, I've just tucked it back. All my crazy hair is tucked underneath the headsets here. That's what's going on.
In my sight.
Let's scroll down. Doomin' in the Womb 1 minute ago. Doomin' in the Womb. That's Doom in the Womb. Not Doomin'. Doom in the Womb. Unusual name. Definitely catchy. Says, what are your musical interests? I'm very kind of repressed when it comes to music. I haven't listened to a whole lot of it. I'm not very musically inclined. I just listen to things, and some I like, others I do not. I think there are some songs I like. I really like Moby's Natural Blues. I liked, there was one Lost Prophets song I enjoyed. I liked No Rest for the Wicked. I enjoyed listening to the original Eurythmics Sweet Dreams. Renegades is fun. What else is... There's some things I really hate. I tend to hate genre music, like things that are very, very, very rap or very country or very something. It's kind of boring. And I personally prefer music that's just... It's almost, you can't tell it's music. Like, some people really listen to songs and they're like, listen to how good this guy is on the drums. They're like, damn, that's loud and clangy and stuff. I like listening to something that sounds good, like so good that it almost confuses my brain because I don't know exactly what it is. Like, the music is so good that I couldn't tell you why it's good. I couldn't pinpoint the instruments being used, and that a song that every time you listen to, you can pick up new meanings and new notes and little vocal cues that you missed before. That's kind of the stuff. And there's not a whole lot of stuff of that quality, you know? So there's not a whole lot of things I really enjoy. But part of that, again, is I'm just not super musically inclined. I Die a Lot too. Says, love your stuff, man. Been following since Blops 2. Appreciate... Oh, I'm dying here. Really appreciate the intellectual discussion along with the great gameplay. Keep up the good content. Thank you very much, I Die a Lot too. Much appreciated. Somebody says, on that note, what's your favorite musical instrument? Dude, I've got no idea what my favorite music... that's something I don't even think about. Like, thoughts like that just don't even cross my mind. It's definitely... I don't know. I definitely hate the banjo, man. Banjos just piss me off. Every time there's like some twangy banjo thing, it goes crazy. Somebody says, like, do you like dubstep? Not tremendously. What is my favorite book? I really like comic books. I think The Watchmen by Alan Moore should count as a book, or maybe The Sandman. But if we're not doing that, Catch-22 is a fantastic book. Les Miserables is a very good book. I very strongly enjoyed American Gods by Neil Gaiman. I really liked Ringworld by Larry Niven, or Niven, however you want to say it. As you've seen in The Reaper in Depth, I referenced Joe Haldeman's Forever Peace, which is a pseudo-sequel to Forever War. I haven't read the one after that, Forever Free, yet, though I do mean to at some point in the future. Oh, you got Shrek'd! Ah, I couldn't Shrek that guy. Esmoda subscribed. What is the Stop Alexis thing? Can you guys in the YouTube chat tell me what Stop Alexis is? Because for the life of me, I don't even know what that is. Like, I don't know why I get on board with the hashtag that I don't understand, but I guess that's the point of some of the hashtags, is to draw awareness. You've drawn my awareness. I'm aware that Alexis needs to be stopped for some reason. I don't know. Dynamic in the YouTube chat says I inspired him to make a YouTube channel. Glad that I could do that. Might have to slow down the talking and a little bit. My tongue is swelling up. I just put in my... Oh, no, no. Oof. My most recent set of braces. They are significantly different than the others, and they're kind of cutting the sides of my teeth, which is unfortunate. It's real painful, but hey, it is what it is. I chose Invisalign. I chose this path, and I got exactly what I asked for. So I shouldn't be complaining about it. Come on, headshot. No headshot. And I get shotgunned. Yeah, Echo the Bat Pony says he doesn't know. Somebody says, Drifter, you just described Kendrick Lamar. Don't know any Kendrick Lamar. I've never heard of them, so I assume they're good then. Or at least good by my standards. Wait, that's a teammate. Okay. But it says, Drifter, use Elcar 9. Nope, just focusing on shotguns. I'm gonna get these shotgun headshots. I have a super duper long way to go, but I'm gonna try and get them all. Gotta get them all. Shotgun headshots, and that's terrible syncing. I know. What's my favorite body part? On my body, my favorite part of me is probably my penis. It's by far the most fun to play with. If we're talking about women, I'm a boob guy. Like boobs. Just kind of do. I know there's a lot of butt guys, but Hey, not for me.
Be advised, hostile counter UAV is online. Be advised, hostile UAV
Childish
incoming.
Gambino. I don't know who in the world Childish Gambino is. I've heard the name. I don't know anything about them. Got new donations coming in. See, the hair's just pushed back. Says Mr. Pondelot 42. Drift, glad to catch you during a stream. I mean, this is the most respectable way possible, but how haven't you disowned your parents? If it's too personal, you don't have to answer. Also, what's your favorite Star Wars movie and why is it Empire? Okay. Very clever. I have not disowned my parents because at different points in their lives they've both been fantastic parents. You all know that my mother has struggled with drug abuse and alcoholism, and that I do occasionally complain about my father's health and his lack of cooperation with healthcare here on the stream. I don't talk about him as much because my dog is wet. It must be raining outside. Boomy, how'd you get so wet, buddy? And, you know, voting for Trump or how he got stuck in his own clothes the other day is really frustrating to hear about. But at different times, they were both really kind and really good to me. I'm petting my dog over here. Really good to me. There was a time where my mother was a complete, like, drug fiend and alcoholic and was a terrible parent. And my dad, whose back hurts super bad 24/7, drove across the country to come pick me up and take me back home and called in personal favors to enroll me in a private school and do the best. He took less money and took a part-time job to work so that he could pick me up from school and be a father instead of doing a lot of other things that were more fun. So I respect that and I do care about him. And my mother, when I was a real small child, it was the other way around. My grandparents were very abusive in different ways that I absolutely will not talk about on stream. And my mother did some, we'll say, underhanded kind of things, but it was more like what needs to be done. And she managed to save me from them. I was a very troubled child. I was very psychologically damaged. I was about to be put in reform school. Things were very rough. I had just a lot of things I don't want to talk about on YouTube. But my mom went balls to the wall to fight for me, and she saved me from that. But unfortunately, she deteriorated later on. And just at different times, they've either been there for me. It usually happened where one parent was really stable, and they'd pick me up and take care of me. And then as they'd become less stable, the other parent would swoop in like a superhero. So I still respect them, and I still owe them in that regard, even though they are crazy. And favorite Star Wars movie? Favorite Star Wars movie is Empire Strikes Back. Why do I like it? That's part nostalgia, because when I was a kid, it was the first real lightsaber fight that you get to see. It had a real big twist at the end. It was really shocking. And as an adult, it's one of the better movies because it tells a true adventure story, and it tells the story about how Luke Skywalker stops being a boy and becomes a man, which is very good. Lesky9989 says, Drifter, I love your stuff. Hope everything is going good with you. Question, would you rather watch your parents have sex every night for an hour for the rest of your life, or join in once? Also, have a great night. I think I would rather watch than join in. I think the psychological damage would be lesser. I can just pretend I'm watching some crazy internet show. Tried to get a double, and I got a nada. My subscribers know me too much. Yeah, I would definitely rather watch than participate. I don't think I could stomach a participation. I've got a tough stomach, but I know it's not that tough. I just couldn't do that. Not man enough, man. I'm sorry. Oh, I got one headshot out of that. Okay. And Fartin' Barton. Fartin' Barton. Love the name. 15 bucks. It says, what's up, Drifter? I've just discovered you and have been on binge watching your old videos. I can't believe it took me this long to discover you. Keep up the great work, man. Thank you, Fartin' Barton. I very much so appreciate the donation and the compliment just as much. Glad you're binge watching the old videos. It just occurred to me the other day, I've actually made more videos than I remember, so at any given point that you're watching my videos, you're probably watching things that I've forgotten that I've even made. I work very hard on them, but I've made 1,500, so some things just kind of slip through the cracks, and some days it's like, oh man, I remember working on that now. I remember doing all these things, and it's crazy how, oh man, you guys. And that was a very stupid type of move I just did right there. Stupid move, stupid move. Have you ever rode a dirt bike, and if so, have you crashed? If you mean by like motorized dirt bike, no, I haven't. I've gone like mountain biking, kind of, or like regular bike riding over ramps and, you know, trying to do tricks and stuff, but I've never actually ridden a proper motorized dirt bike, or as we would call them in the Deep South, pocket rockets. I'm getting out of that. That's crapola, right? That's pure death coming my way. I've got to reposition and flank or something. I think they just sniped the sniper up there. Get out of here. You're scary. Oh, there he is again. Hey, buddy. Didn't get a headshot, unfortunately. Gotta go up and over. I was gonna go up and over. It didn't really work out. Do you remember Battlefield 3 in depth? I did. I remember how much I used to love to play Battlefield 3, but the community burned me on that game. Got burned bad by that. Kind of fell out of it. I was just going for kills there, and I couldn't do it. Thank you. Shlomo the Jew just left a comment. Says I've been a subscriber for a long time. The most recent Dream videos reminded him of my very old ones, and he loves that. Well, thank you. That's kind of what I made those for. Those old school subscribers that have been here for ages and ages and ages. You know, I try to bring back some of the old school content sometimes. Not a headshot, or also not a headshot. Come on. Is this the Haymaker or the Brishi? This is the Haymaker right now, better known as the Hitmarker 12. It's the amazing Hitmarker 12 shotgun. Oh man, I just totally wasted that vision pulse. Didn't even get time to pulse it properly. What are some of your favorite things to do besides videos? I'm pretty big into reading. Read all kinds of different things, regular books, comic books, news, articles. I don't read as much journals as I used to. I kind of got out of that in the college scene, but I do read them. I'm very glad that I went to college, because now when I read like a science article, I'm able to evaluate it much more appropriately than I was before. I can tell when people are making stuff up. I think it's a very good skill to have. Going for the long range headshot while I can. How old am I? Oh man, I'm way older than I look. I try to keep my age a little bit secret, because people use little bits of information to try and dox me or whatever, dox me, but I'm a lot older than I look. I was born in the 80s, man. What is this? I think I heard some gunshots going off back here. Hey, what are you doing? There's only one way out for you, bud. Oh, you turn back around. You're a smarty. You're a smart guy. Ah, he's too smart. Who was that? The nerd killed me. Okay. I got killed by the nerd. Favorite comic? My favorite current comic, as in ongoing, is Saga. Really enjoying Saga right now. Actually, I take that. I think I enjoy East of West a little bit more than Saga, but it publishes very slowly, so I don't get to enjoy it that often. And that's probably gonna be my butt. Yep. Oh, that was my butt. Did I play sports? Yes, I did. No, I'm not 120 years old. I'm not 85. I'm neither immortal, a vampire, nor am I Nicolas Cage. I could be Batman. You don't know. That's entirely possible, guys. You don't know if I'm Batman or not. Mani Gamey donated. It says, I took your advice and watched your YouTube 101 series. Great stuff. I'll try my best. Mani Gamey, pronounced Mana Gama. My bad. Mana Gama. Lulz, just imagine a main... Oh, a main accent. Mana Gama. I gotcha. I missed a new subscriber there. Appreciate that. Mana Gama. Oh, Mana Gama. I'm getting it. I'm getting it now. Some of the more regionalized jokes I miss out on, and just not familiar with it. Like, it really threw me off when I visited Boston for the first time, and I realized that the Boston accent was actually a thing, and it legitimately existed, and I turned around to try and kill the other people for easy headshots, right? And it didn't. Yeah, I'm 69 years old, the best age ever in existence. After you turn 69, you get to access ultra porn. It's one of my favorite Futurama jokes. It's like, no, now I can't watch ultra porn. And nothing. Too many people. I'm kind of tempted to run rapid fire on this gun. I might just go really, really attachment heavy, because it needs a lot of things to be good, the way I'm using it anyway. I mean, just killing people in general with it isn't the hardest thing, but trying to get headshots with this gun has been a very big challenge so far. We had a question about university, which I totally missed. Would recommend going to college if you can. It's not for everyone, but it's good for a lot of people. And I'm getting poo-pooed upon again. I've got to get sneakier. I'm not able to just challenge. These guys are too good for 1v1 gunfights. I'm going to have to... la 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 la. I'm going to have to try and flank around them, and that is not how I do it. Gonna check the YouTube chat for a recommendation on something to talk about in a second. Oh, thanks! J-Hub Captain Produce is in the game. Somebody with the J-Hub clan tag. I guess J-Hub's a 4-letter word. He actually could just straight have his own clan tag. That's kind of interesting. Come on. Oh, no headshots still. Frustrating, frustrating, frustrating.
Threat neutralized.
Very frustrating. Yeah, people are dropping my main actual real name in there. I don't know. Kind of annoying for me to try to keep that secret, but it's the internet. Once it's out there, it's out there. Hello, the Game Lack. Nice to see you. Whoop. Drifter, have you heard about Lady Baby? Truly, I have not. I do not know who or what Lady Baby is. I don't know if it's a song or a person or a channel or if it's Batman's girlfriend. Couldn't tell you. Best SMG for demolition? Almost assuredly that's going to be the... I want to say the Vesper, but it's actually probably going to be the VMP. Huge magazine helps a lot. Nice balance of lethality along with the magazine as well. Not much in the way of headshots. What a major in engineering. Yeah, my name is Brad. Don't really like my name a lot, to be honest. But it is. It's Brad. Went to college in good old Mississippi. M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I, Mississippi. Somebody says Boomy? Boomy shouldn't be on the stream. Boomy should just be laying around being fat. And I'm starting to go wicked negative because everybody on the other team is getting really used to seeing me flanking them through the air. Got a donation from Helsing320. Let's see. I hate that it takes so many shots. It takes 3 shots to kill and it's so slow. But I'm gonna grind it out. I'm gonna change my camo in a little bit, right? I'm gonna keep it funky, fresh, and fun and stuff. What am I talking about? You guys, like, Drifter's on drugs again, guys. He's saying funky, fresh. He's got issues. Says, would you like to go to Vegas? Not really. I'll do it. I'll go to Vegas sometimes, but Vegas is more like a big money trap. I'm not big on gambling because I know the statistical odds, so it doesn't really appeal to me very much. And I'm not that ballin', guys. Okay. Well, I'll take the one headshot. I got the Dante camo. I think that's for... Is that for 50? If that's for 50, I'll be pretty happy to be halfway there. I'll be pretty happy if I'm halfway there. Do hardcore, do YouPorn. Okay, so let's talk about YouPorn. That's kind of a fun one, right? I kind of want to be sponsored by YouPorn, but I think that would be the curse of death for this channel and for my other sponsors. So YouPorn wants to work with like gaming YouTubers and esports teams and stuff, and they say that their demographics, the YouPorn has amazing dating demographics and stuff like that, and they do amazing research over at YouPorn. And by research I mean actual research, okay, not just the porn stuff, but they really try to understand their users and demographics. You got to read the vlogs, and also I think it's on what is it, OkCupid or something, does crazy vlogs about human attraction or whatever. They use real hardcore data. I'm not gonna win this one, I know it. I've already lost. Got a headshot out of that. But anyway, point being, they know that their customers do watch esports without a shadow of a doubt. It's known, and they want to advertise on YouTube and esports. Unfortunately, pornography, especially in the United States, is seen as very taboo, and it's taboo. It's extremely taboo in like Saudi Arabia, Chinese culture, and all that kind of stuff. So, if you take on YouPorn as a sponsor, you immediately smear your own name. You just kind of like drag your own name through the dirt, which is bad. And on top of that, you can't do any more business in the Middle East. You can't do any business in Asia, so that leaves you Europe and North America, which is most of the business these days anyway, but nobody likes limiting their pot. And other people are like, well, you know, if we took on YouPorn, our other sponsors would drop us. And I think that's sad because literally all of you in the chat watch pornography and or touch yourself if you're old enough. That's something that every single human being since the beginning of time has done. It's like a coming of age thing. Everybody does that, like, all the time. Like, no joke, everybody does that. I'm gonna sneeze because Boomy's over here. Good boy. And it's a belief. I would like to get behind the idea that it's okay to watch porn. Yeah, it's creepy to watch porn if you just sit in public, like in the... That's a really interesting one. Like, if you just sit in the library and watch porn, or like, hey guys, let's all go watch porn together, that's kind of weird, you know, but everybody has something that they like to watch, and that's okay. And I would like to do that because I think it would be a good match, and I think I could make good money on it, and I think I could treat it in an adult manner of just, hey, it's YouPorn, it's whatever, it's not a big deal. And I think that's a good thing, but I worry that it would kill all of my other sponsorships, and because this is such a... Oh, dude, Echo the Bat Pony, I think you got blocked, man, if you... because you typed in YouPorn. Don't type in YouPorn or whatever into the stream, because that's an auto... That's like a block term, because people that type in the URLs, they try to link you to crazy porn stuff. What is that? That's 40. Whew, I do have a ways to go. Let's change up the camo, then. Let's go get my other black market stuff. I'll put that on there. I think I could make good money on it. I think I could do it and treat it like an adult. I'm leaning over here. I'm not touching myself. I'm petting Boomy, who's down here on the ground being a fat puppy. Who's a fat puppy? You're a good boy. Boomy's a good dog. You're so good. I could treat it like an adult. I could make good money. I could be a big sponsor. But I think it would kill everything. It's a very straight-laced channel, too. Like, a lot of you guys would never think of me as like, oh, working with YouPorn, so which would be bad for the reputation and stuff, so I can't, which is very unfortunate. Justin Marrero subscribed. The Gamer 2000 also subscribed. Carlos Greciano subscribed. C Shorty subbed. And Brutal Crash subscribed. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Much, much appreciated. Helsing 320 dropped $5. Oh, I actually missed a different one. My bad. Pally for the win donated. Says, just bought a Netduma with your code. Also, Driftonauts should be the fan of name of your fans. Maybe the Driftonauts? Maybe the Driftonauts? Driftonauts? I'd have to say like the Driftonauts. Hey there, Nauts. Maybe. That's kind of catching on. Some people are saying Driftonauts. But I'm glad you bought the Netduma with the code. I'm glad you got the Netduma just in general because it's really good. Like, I'm using mine right now as we speak. Helsing dropped $5. Says, hey man, how you doing? Doing good. A little tired. Just got back from San Francisco and exercised today. Hope you have more ideas for the Epic Dream series. I'm also going to be leaving to play some D&D soon. So you enjoy your Dungeons and Dragons on this fine Friday night. May the Dungeon Master and the 10 or 20 sided die be ever in your favor. Hope you play well. I don't know if you're doing role playing or competitive, or I don't think D&D does competitive, but hey, whatever you're doing, that's totally fine. Dungeons and Dragons good. You're good now, Echo the Bat Pony. You're unbanned. Okay. Driftonoots, the Driftoria. That's not. We don't want Driftoria. That's kind of sad. Somebody says, Drifter, take the scope off of the Haymaker. I think it makes it easier for me to get headshots, so I kind of don't want to. It helps me aim. I might try taking it off next game and putting on rapid fire or something, but nothing really beats the Elo sight. Really doesn't. I don't know of anything that competes with this Elo sight. There we go. There's one. Oh crap. That's a mess. I should start running, man, for this mode I should be running Thermite, and I know it. Should really be running Thermite. Somebody says you missed my sub. I probably did. The subs come in crazy fast. I'm not able to keep up with a whole lot of them, unfortunately. I try to read out everything I can when I get the chance. Unfortunately, I know I miss a lot. And I don't do that on purpose or because I hate you guys. Thoughts on UFC and MMA? Don't really think about it a whole lot. Some people like it. I did for a little bit, grew out of it. I kind of miss when it was a crazy combat sport just because I'm a barbarian, but I know that was terrible for the people that played it. They'd only, you know, play a couple matches and they'd get their bodies ruined, which is not good for any kind of long-term business, or just, it's not good to do people like that, because there's always people crazy enough to do it, even though they shouldn't. Going for the melee, couldn't do it. Somebody says, Drifter, you should get this in hardcore or not. I'm pretty set on doing all of this in core, as much as I possibly can. Just gonna go balls to the wall for these headshots today, and tomorrow, and the next day, and next week. And, like I said, I'm gonna do it as much as possible. Got one shot left. What am I gonna do? Yes! Knew I could do it. So, story time. Okay, guys, you want a story? I'll tell you a story. No, but you gotta start typing stuff into the chat topics. Not the easy ones even. Like sometimes the more random ones work a little better because everybody's got strange stories. We already did a boner story. Have I ever been arrested before? Been questioned by the police. I don't think my arrest story would be very hardcore, so no. Got a $5 donation from Thiago. Thank you, sir. Big paragraph. Play hardcore, please. It's much easier. Awkward boner. He's playing because he's a man. You're dadgum right, I'm a man.
Robot is online. Disable it.
Controls ready. Outrider kill.
If I were to play hardcore, what would be the best mode? Hardcore Dom, I guess? Something like that? I don't know. First kiss, awkward story, do drugs, put on long barrel. No, long barrel's really not going to help much. You kind of got to get close. Yeah, dude, when I aim for the head, it does bumble around a bit. It's very frustrating. It's hard to use. It's very hard to use, actually.
Threat
I'm probably going to die in, like, no time. Yeah, I knew that. Dog story, how Batman died, weirdest moment. I'll read these donations and I'll check something. I'll keep checking you guys out. Political views, vacation story. Okay, I've got some good vacation stories. I'll tell you, vacation, that's good. We'll do vacation. Dago says, yeah, but if you check, you'll see that people said yes to the minimum are the people that never donated, so they don't care. But the regulars are getting screwed. I like you and good luck with everything. This is my last donation ever. Goodbye. Okay, that's okay. That's, I think you're trying to hurt me, and I admit it hurt a little bit. I'm not trying to mess you, man. Absolutely not. And if it's your last donation ever, that's okay. Like I said, man, that's all right. I'm not begging for it. It's working well tonight so far. Chris Pro Frock says, have you ever had lucid dreams? Yes, I have. Not too often, not lucid in the traditional sense. And do you know how to control lucid dreams? I've only ever had 2 to 3 to remember. Lucid dreams are very difficult to control, mostly because you don't know that you're dreaming. The most difficult part of a lucid dream is realizing that you are dreaming. Most of the time, most people, once you realize it's a dream, you'll either wake up immediately, or you'll take control of it and just kind of do whatever. And the trick is to realize you're dreaming but not wake up. That's it. Once you can do that, you can lucid dream. And the control's kind of a hard thing because your subconscious plays a much bigger factor than your primary conscious in the lucid dream. So things will happen like, it's kind of like with the Infinity Gauntlet. It's not necessarily what you think you want, but it's what your crazy subconscious brain might actually be wanting at the moment, which is could be all kinds of different strange things. So do keep that in mind. And Thiago, if you want to continue this conversation, like I said, you have my Twitter, man. You can DM me. We'll talk about it there. I might could set it different for different currencies. I know 5 US. You're not US based, so that might be a little different. I apologize. Helsing $5 says, I'm actually the DM, so going to be screwing everyone else's. Oh, you're the Dungeon Master, so you're going to be screwing everyone else's nights. Well, Dungeon Master's just there to keep things flowing. They might hate you or whatever, but it's one of those jobs that needs to be done. Otherwise, it's chaos. He said, she said. Let me re-roll. Let me do whatever I want. And part of playing Dungeons and Dragons, part of what makes it a game versus just, you know, fantasy, is that you can actually lose and things can happen that are just out of your control. So yeah, you're doing your Dungeon Master work. Probably not going to be a popular person. Benny W dropped $5. Hello from Australia. Really like your in-depth vids and live streams. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Benny W. I appreciate it. Not Benny W. W. Totally different. W. Like George W. Bush. Okay, so vacation story. When I was, I want to say 7, 8 years old, real little kid, went on a cross-country vacation all the way to the glorious city of Los Angeles. We rented one of those big trailer things. It was not a trailer, it's, what do you call it? Camper. We rented a big camper, right? And then we drove from Texas all the way to California. A lot of crazy little like pit stops and stuff along the way. But the weird stuff didn't start happening till we got to California. So we got to California, and our first night in the hotel, there was an earthquake. And the funny thing is like, oh yeah, Brad, that's real funny. You laugh at an earthquake. What a dick you are. No, so it was a minor earthquake, but it disrupted all the security and everything. And what ended up happening is all the security cameras went down, and all the thieves came out. This was the 90s, right? So it wasn't digital, man. Like, everybody was stealing stuff and looting, and they broke into our trailer. Did we not kill this guy yet? Thank you. To steal things, not our trailer, our camper. Our camper had a TV built into it, which this was some radical stuff at the time. 90s, remember? Okay? 90s? But it built into the console, kind of like, have you ever seen a Tesla, how they have the computer built into it, or how like modern they have it like into the dashboard? It was the same way. That's clearly not a decoy. So they cracked open the dashboard on the vehicle and ripped the TV out. So you have some like special TV that only works in campers and has special wiring and is probably got some crazy shape, and they just decided to just rip that straight out and sell it at a pawn shop. They stole my stepfather's gun. Oh, I got knifed all the balls right there. But what really was crazy is the food they stole. So they broke into our refrigerator in the camper, I believe. Yeah, I keep wanting to say trailer. And they just decided to, my God, I got shreked by Captain Produce. And they just started to steal our food, right? And, you know, we're traveling. My mother was a big health nut, so she had vegan this and low-fat that, and organic, before it was really a thing. It's back when organic stuff tasted terrible instead of good. So, but they were health-conscious thieves. They only stole the healthy goods. We had chocolate in there, we had cake, man, we had candy bars and hot dogs and sandwich supplies and peanut butter and jelly and beer and liquor and all this kind of stuff. They didn't touch any of that. They stole fat-free cheese, man. They stole like low-fat, low-carb crackers. They stole, I think, just literally lettuce or like spinach or just some leafy stuff my mom ate because she was a rabbit. They stole all of the healthy stuff and left everything else in the camper, which was very, very, very strange. Earthquakes are scary, by the way. Had some more donations rolling in. I also went to, I believe it was Yuma Prison, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Yuma Prison. It's at the border of Arizona and California. It's a big historical prison. And you're not supposed to leave the path because the buildings are like 200 years old or whatever. I left the path and I went to the restricted area as a kid and I started climbing on stuff. And I was gone for like 30 minutes, so my mom thought somebody kidnapped me, or my stepdad thought I was gone for good. Well, that's a lot of drift people on the other team. Yes, it was a female thief, I get it. Fat-free cheese, I don't even know how it's done. And I found that there was an area of like a broken down jail cell, like some rubble by the wall, and I climbed on that, and I used that to run and jump to get on top of the actual prison. It's like a historical site, super old, kind of looks like the Alamo. And there I am on top of it, and I see my parents, my mom and stepdad, running around frantically, like trying to find me. And I'm like, oh, hey, Mom, I'm totally fine, just up here on top of the prison. She just about has an aneurysm and flips out and screams at me, and the stepdad comes and gets me. Security guys come and get me. They decide not to press charges. They didn't call the police. I got my butt beat. Everybody was super mad about it, and it was, have you ever heard of sleep paralysis? Yes, I have, and I've had sleep paralysis. I'll tell you a sleep paralysis story after I get past the next two donations. Let's say it's like a terrible challenge pass. To the Kid X7 says, I want my money's worth. Okay, he's got a big one. What are your political views? I remember hearing you say that you were a Republican, but then in your later streams you said you're more liberal. Have fun. My political views, there's a test you can take online that'll kind of give you a where you fit on the political spectrum. There's twisted logic in my game there. Knew he was there doing something. Political views are most likely going to be closely aligned with libertarianism, socially liberal in most regards. Definitely not what you would call a libtard or far left, like the people protesting at the universities or safe spaces, don't hurt my feelings, kind of trampling free speech for comfortableness. I'm not a part of that kind of stupidity at all. But socially, I'm for government handouts or social welfare for people that actually need it. It's a fantastic program for legalization of marijuana. Gay marriage, I'm pretty neutral on, but if it's important to gay people and it doesn't hurt me, I guess I can say I'm for. It's not a big deal. A lot of things like that. Family values, cultural values, religious issues are not terribly important to me as long as you're not violating a person's religious rights to practice or not, as they see fit. But when it comes to money, at the end of the day, love it, like it, hate it. Most of the time, the Republicans do better than Democrats on the economy and the financial issues. It's been, the last 10 or 15 years have been kind of bad because both Republicans and Democrats were pretty crap with the money. Like, Bush was bad with it, and Obama's been bad with it, so we're kind of double losing at this point. Kind of blows, but that's how it is. Okay. What is going on here? What just happened? Did you guys see that? Please tell me you saw that. I just got a Fury kill with beatdowns. Please, guys, in the YouTube chat, please, please tell me you saw that. That's a good clip right there. That's money. That's good for the stream. Thank you, Zach, for subscribing. Engelbrecht, I appreciate it. I think that's a German name, if I'm not mistaken.
EKIA.
Yes. Definitely don't count part of myself as then the crazy, like, deregulate everything libertarians or the Tea Party group. I don't know, I like a lot of things the libertarians do, but I hate their laissez-faire, which means the laissez-faire basically means that businesses will self-regulate and that the less the government's involved in a market or an economy, the better. Like, they'd like get rid of the FDA and the EPA and all this kind of stuff. That would be a terrible idea, because I'm not naive enough to think that businesses are nice like that. I know that they're cheating and they're scummy and they rip people off and they screw their employees and customers, and that without proper regulation everything will go tits up. That's how I feel. But a lot of the other beliefs are more spot on. Politically speaking, definitely not a Trump supporter or Hillary Clinton. Don't like a lot of the Republicans. I have a little love for Jeb Bush because he's very pragmatic. Like Bernie Sanders a lot. Like almost everything about the Sanders, the Byrne, except that he's not very good at explaining how he wants to pay for his programs. The programs are right, it's what we need to do, I just have no idea how we're going to afford it. And he's also, I guess you'd say, soft on foreign policy or whatever. At this point, our country is too involved with too many conflicts to just pull out all of a sudden. I'm not even talking about Iraq and Iran, just the presence we maintain globally. If we did a complete pullout, or just, so to speak, left people to solve their own problems, I think it would blow up in our face worse than maintaining our current status, which is blowing up in our face, but the alternative is worse, which is crazy to think that that's how that works. I don't know. I think this is why I couldn't be a politician, is that no politician will ever raise or want to raise taxes. You can never win an election by saying that you're going to raise taxes. But if we ever want to hope to balance our budget, if there is a chance of balancing the budget, we have to raise the taxes. You can't balance our budget without raising the taxes. It doesn't happen. I mean, unless you cut government spending by like 60%, but then that would crash the whole economy. So it's a lose-lose. It's rough. We're in a lot of bad places. That's my political views. I think I'd probably say I'm more liberal just because I'm definitely not Republican. And the Liberal Party in the United States it's like, oh, you're not Republican? Then you go over queer. Like, the Democrats are like the coalition of the whining. Like, if you're not on board with the Republican agenda, you're just in that other category, and that's how it is. And I think that's infinitely to their weakness that the Democrats don't have a clear agenda. I think that's very bad for them. Vular Marthras donated $5. Oh my gosh, I'm rushing too hard. Says, love your videos, keep up the good work, and I just realized you look exactly like Kylo Ren from Star Wars. Thank you, kind of. I have been getting a little bit tired of hearing that lately, but hey, you know, it's kind of true, and I know it. I know I look like Kylo Ren, man. Let's see, Chris Pro Frock dropped $10. It says, I did a lot of reports on dreams and memory. Subconscious has always been an interesting topic for me. Yes, it's always very crazy. One thing I always worried about the subconscious, or not worried, wondered about it, is it's something that we inherently can't consciously access or control or see, so to speak. So I'm wondering that if it's even appropriate for us to study it. What if we're just hard-coded to not understand our own subconscious? Like, what if it is literally hard-coded into our DNA, where even if we learn the answer, to how the brain works, that we won't recognize it or won't be able to use it because the subconscious is still in control. Like, even if we understand it, even if we get a piece of paper with like perfect functioning map and diagram of the human brain, because the subconscious is in control, you can just not see it or not understand it. It's very like super deep level brainwashing, like an evolutionary safeguard against us monkeying with our own bodies. Just something I've kind of worried about. It's very silly, or conspiracy theory-ish in a lot of ways, but I have been thinking about it. And let's talk about sleep paralysis while I go negative on the stream. Woot woot. This guy's going to be coming up behind us. There we go. Got one headshot out of this game, thank goodness. One of the worst episodes of sleep paralysis that I ever had, I had visiting a friend's house. and it was a brand new house, so I never thought that it would be haunted or anything. By the way, sleep paralysis is where a lot of people get their original demon possession and haunting and type stories from, and they're very common. It's also, sleep paralysis is very similar to alien abduction stories. There we go, 50 headshots on this gun. I see you over here, man. I see you. I don't know where you went. I don't know what you're up to. Kind of scared. You went back. You didn't rush me to go forward. Lame. So I laid down, I went to bed,
UAV spotted.
and I had this terrible dream about this all-powerful witch that was keeping me asleep. She wanted to, like, harvest my soul or do something with my soul's energy, and her brilliant plan was to just keep me asleep forever, I guess, like a super long time. So I was trying to wake up. I had my eyes open, but I couldn't move. And what's terrible about sleep paralysis, they call it paralysis because you are paralyzed. You are physically unable to move. I couldn't lift my arms or legs, but you can't feel yourself, so you're numb. It can also feel like you're falling forever. It can feel like you're falling until the end of time, which is a very scary feeling. And you can't feel yourself breathing when you have sleep paralysis. Your lungs are working, but they're in autopilot, so you don't feel it, you can't control it, right? So it feels like you're choking, you're suffocating. And this is where most people get the witches and the demons. My witch was choking me, her magic was choking me to death. Most people have the demon, the stone that sits on their chest and weighs them down, or something like that. And that, I totally got that feeling. It was awful, it was scary. I remember I was trying to summon, like, my power. I would, like, get up and I would kind of walk away, and she would force me back down, and I was hallucinating and seeing all sorts of wands and wizards and crazy stuff, and which, of course, you know, isn't real, right? We know that, we're adults, but that's all I was seeing. And what?
Threat neutralized.
Gotta go down here before I die. Very, very difficult to stomach, and we had a big go around, me and that witch. We probably went round and round about 3 or 4 times before finally I was able to break her spell and wake up breathing, exasperated, low on air, and all that kind of stuff. I told my friend I was attacked by a ghost in the house, and it was kind of weird because one other friend who is by no means superstitious, probably like one of the least superstitious people I know, said that he went and he had a dream about an evil Indian keeping him asleep forever, so it could be a haunted brand new house. Woo! No, it's probably sleep paralysis. I've also had a more common sleep paralysis that didn't involve hallucinations, and that might have actually been worse than the hallucination one, because I just thought I was dying. I thought I was definitely 100% totally going to die for sure. I got stupid ground pounded over here. Same kind of deal. I wake up, I'm wide awake, my eyes are open, and I can look around, but I cannot move. I can't turn my head, I can't move my arms and legs, I can't get up, I can't feel myself breathing, so I feel like I'm choking. I feel like I am choking to death, but I can't move, and I'm just stuck there. And it just went on for hours and hours and hours. Imagine suffocating for like 7 hours. It's the whole time. Just choking the whole time. It's awful. It's one of the least pleasant things that you can experience, and I feel really bad for those of you that have it commonly. I don't have it commonly, but I do have it on occasion. Somebody says, Drifter, what's up on the monkey head transfer? I hope it's real. I mean, hey, that paves the way for human heads transfer, which paves the way for my new awesome robot body, but I don't think it's been confirmed yet. I think it's very unconfirmed at the moment, so we don't know for certain. Is it Chinese? If it comes from China, that's always a big mess. Don't trust the Chinese. There we go, picking up these headshots. Probably going to be spawning on the other side now. I think we pushed them too much. Or attacking from the other side, for that matter. Spaghettios. That was terrible. I should have just hip fired her. Bro, move it up the rack. Been choking to death. Drifter 2016. No, choking's a terrible experience. Same with drowning. Awful, awful experiences. Right up there with burning. Wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Choking is very, very crappy. Thank you, body blockers. Loving you 24/7. I'm McLovin' you. What would you do if you had a shark near you in the sea? I would probably very calmly swim away and avoid the shark. Because that's what you do. You don't mess with sharks. I'm not Steve Irwin. I'm not going to go all super white person on you and irritate the animals. That's what dumb white people do. That's not me. I try not to be that white, guys. Like, I know I'm white, but I just ain't that white. I think I'd give you my soul to you. Acknowledge me. Chris C., you have been acknowledged. Your senpai has not acknowledged you. I think we just cleaned him on out. Excelente. Look at that. Oh, that's the... oh, I wonder if I could wallbang streak through. That could be really cool. We have lots of questions about race and my skin color now. Awesome. I'm voting for no one because I'm not old enough to vote and I don't live in America. Yeah. I think that's one of the things I aim to do Monday is register to vote so I can vote in the primaries. In Texas, I don't have to pick one. I can only vote in one primary, but I can't. I'd have to pick one ahead of time. I'm not sure if... oh, we're about to push that in. Oh, crap. I don't know if I should vote in the Democratic or the Republican primary. That's just choosing the leader. A lot of interesting strategies there. I can pick whichever candidate I think has the strongest chance of winning, or I can go to the other party and pick my least favorite candidate and try and troll them. Drift, its accuracy just got a triple kill on us. Good job, man. Mopping up over there. That's what a lot of people do. That's why a lot of states have closed primaries now, because members of the other party will come in and, like, blow up the polls and pick the least electable person and screw up all kinds of stuff. So... oh, Diamond, you sent me a DM.
Victim located.
Gotcha, Diamond. That's how it is. Where do I live? I'm living in Dallas right now. Plano, specifically. Good old Plano. Like it here. A lot of people's like, oh, Plano's boring. Plano's this. I think Plano's nice. Plano's a place where you never get mugged, where there's no crime, where children play on the streets and ride bikes. It's a place where we've got good public schools and delicious water and everything works and good parks and public works and things. And I don't know why people think that's boring. I think that's what you should want. It's nice, in my opinion. Got a $5 donation from Chris Pro Frock, which I will read in a second after I get a headshot. Ah, no, headshot! Get away from that grenade. What did he say? What's up, Chris Pro Frock? Let me find you in here. Have you ever had an issue with sleepwalking and talking? I've had issues since I was about 5 years old. I even go outside. I had issues when I was a really kid, but I grew out of it as an adult. Ah, not a headshot. Yeah, so when I was a really little kid, I would sleepwalk a little bit, but I very much so have just totally grown out of that. I do sleep talk. I sleep talk like crazy. I'll sleep talk trash. I'll sleep tell stories. I'll sleep I'll have a whole conversation with you in my sleep, and I will not remember it. But it's less so now. It used to be every single night. Now it's just occasionally. My wife keeps this big list of all the things that I say in my sleep. I guess she... wow, we just murdered these people. Let's go ahead and win. Let's go for the win. We won. And my wife has a phone, a Note, kind of like mine, or Android. She just writes down all of the crazy stuff I say in my sleep. Whoa, look at all... oh, man. Dreaming of red. So I have had those. I also have issues remembering things. So sometimes I wake up and I'm fully awake, or I appear to be fully awake, and I'll talk and do things and just have no memory of it. Whole conversations, actions, over my head. If it's really early in the morning, it's like I don't exist. T the Kid X7 says, I would give more, but it's $5 a pop. So if you had the chance to be augmented like a Black Ops 3 specialist, would you? Do you feel that it's moral for able-bodied people to get augs and not the disabled? Okay, that's a very good question. I probably would not choose to get augmented until I got older or injured. As it is, I'm still fairly young and in good shape, and I have no reason not to enjoy my body in the shape it's in. I think that would be a disservice, whatever you believe. If you're atheist and you only get the one go, you should enjoy yourself while you're young. Or if you're a Christian person, you should enjoy the gift of youth that God gave you. Squandering it would be a shame. Say chicken in a British accent. Chicken, I guess. Can I do that? Chicken, that's how I would do it. I guess all British people are posh. Not really, but... you know, that's how it goes. I'm tired of playing Aquarium. I'll vote for a different map. So, I would like, if I turn into an old man, if it would make me live longer, that'd probably be fun. Is it moral for able-bodied people to get augmentations? I'm gonna say yes, because all the money they put into the industry only goes toward helping out people that are disabled and need better research and more money or funding. And ultimately, it's your choice what you do with your body. It can be a stupid choice. You can make stupid choices, but whether you get a tattoo, like this glorious yin-yang, or if you get a piercing, if you get brands. Some people actually try to put USB ports in themselves or magnets. Some people have a strange disorder where they want to remove their limbs, and they're actually happier with their limbs gone, which is strange. Yeah, I've definitely been to Austin, Texas. Chris C. got this tattoo in Austin, Texas. We got a lot of Drift members in here. And even though their choices can be stupid to give up their arms and legs, and they can, all this kind of stuff, it's not inherently immoral for them to do so. Maybe if you're a very devout religious person, you might say it goes against treating your body like a temple to God by discarding it, but in a very practical, scientific sense, it's not immoral at all. Some roast beef says, do you have any burn stories? What is a burn story? A burn story. What is a... You mean like where I roasted people, or
Great, we're hosting covert ops. Debrief is gonna be a shit.
like where I got burned by something? A burn story. Hello, Ethan Spencer. Nice to see you. Are you planning on doing an in-depth on perks? Absolutely. Absolutely am.
Securing Charlie.
Oh, I'm taking the most aggressive path here.
Securing Bravo. Enemy has Alpha.
Just taking the kill. Taking the kill.
Bravo secure.
What is this Carpola? Get out of here. See what I mean about knifers? They don't really cause that many problems! Oh, see, people with guns are harder to kill. Burn stories. I guess I'm assuming a burn story is where you, like, roast somebody. Where you really tell them off.
Losing C.
Man, I admit to being pretty smart alecked and having some, you know, less than kind things to say on occasion, but I'm sure that I have burned people before, but I don't remember it as strongly as I should. I don't keep a list of my burns because that wasn't really a thing when I grew up. Like remembering who you told was gay or whatever. Not gay. We try not to do that anymore because we're too politically correct these days. But you know what I mean. I didn't like. It wasn't a game like it is now. It was just a thing that you did or you were good at. Let's see. A burn story. Trying to think about this. A good burn story.
Losing Bravo.
I do remember I got in an argument with a fat kid in our grade. It was football, so he's a lineman, right? And I was like, oh yeah, the only reason you beat me on the line is because you're fat, right? If you weren't fat, it'd be so much easier to just take you down. And this guy very incredulously told me that he was not fat, that he was just very big boned. And I'm like, the bones in your ass are the most jiggly bones I've ever seen in my life. And he, oof, didn't like that one very much. That was almost a fight.
Spectre down.
I did insult the hot girl in my high school. Like when I first moved in, or started high school. I was trying to like cut the line, and she slammed her hand in front of me. She's like, oh no you don't, you're not cutting me. And I stopped, and her wrist was like right in my face. And what I noticed is that she might be the pretty girl, but she had a lot of arm hair, like maybe a baboon amount of arm hair. And the only thing I can think to say is like, damn girl, you got some hairy ass arms. And then her boyfriend wanted to fight me later, and it was awkward. And she never spoke to me for like, honestly, like 5 or 6 years. Totally turned her off, I guess. It's okay, she was kind of a less than classy lady anyway, so I guess I wasn't missing much there. Let's see. Other burn stories. Ha! I insulted my Spanish teacher pretty bad. She was larger, okay. She had some extra weight, and she had those dangly arm flap thingies, you know, where your arms get too fat. And we had to tell a story. It was like a what-if story in Spanish. And my story is, if I had fat arm flaps, what I would do is, oh come on, get a tag kill, yeah. Is I would wait until I also had a fat belly, and then I would lose weight, and I'd take my arm fat and my side fat and get a plastic surgeon to sew it together so that I could jump off of buildings and flop it out and fly like a flying squirrel. And I'd literally have my own wingsuit, like a wombat or something, and I would never actually have to buy one, and I could glide, and it would be amazing. And she, man, she was super pissed at me for that one. Insulted my headmaster a couple of times. I guess we're talking about burn stories, like being burned, like with fire and stuff. Not as much. I don't have very many burn scars on me. Kind of avoid fire. playing with the hit marker 12. Can you please play Nuketown? No. I'm gonna play whatever I feel like and keep going for headshots for as long as I feel like. So I'm gonna keep doing. I don't think I've gotten hardly any kill streaks. Hey, what is this? Kill streaks this game.
Losing Charlie.
What? And they're all over Charlie.
Hostile care package
I know they've
overhead.
still got to be mostly back here though.
It's not one yet. Keep it tight.
Or not. That was a huge fail. How many guns do you have gold? I've got all the assault rifles and all of the submachine guns and 2 of the shotguns. I got 2 shotguns to go. Shotguns and snipers tend to take the longest because of how they work. So this is getting really hard with all the drift guys in here. And this is quite a big challenge for me right now. Trying to get headshots with this in core, which takes forever. But we're going to do it eventually. That guy is spamming the Sparrow. That is not how you do it. You got to go for those one-shot kills with the Sparrow.
For the next round.
That's what he says. They keep lagging in Black Ops 3. I do know that the game has lag issues. It's not perfect for some people. As you can see, it runs really well for me. Oh, there you go. I got you, Braden. Okay. I got you. I got you.
Secure the objectives.
Yeah, Braden, I got you, buddy. I see you on Twitter, man. I'm tweeting out. I'm calling in Fincher for the support.
Be advised.
Never leave a sub behind.
Enemy took C.
Let's see. Benedict's Cumbernuts, as in like a very phallic-centered Benedict Cumberbatch. Benedict's Cumbernuts says, I was watching your older stuff, like the general Call of Duty in depth, where you essentially talk COD philosophy. Think that might make a comeback. Also, love your videos. Not as much. It just wasn't as successful as game-specific in depths are. End of the day, that's just how it was. There we go. Break your nose. The game-specific CODs worked better, though I think what I'm going to try to do is I might do those kind of topics, but wrap it around a Black Ops 3 in depth, like the metagame, how to flank, how to, do this, and, just some basic mechanics, but wrap it around Black Ops 3 in depth. So it'll be Black Ops 3 tips, but
Securing
they could
Charlie.
work for almost any game.
Enemy took B.
Going for headshots. This would be so much easier in
Charlie locked down.
in hardcore, but we're gonna do it live and for real here on this frozen, chilly Friday night, where I'm sure that many of you are stuck in your house, unable to move. I thought it'd be the best time. You guys are literally a captive audience, so have fun.
Hostile UAV above.
When you get shotgunned underwater, you know you gotta feel bad.
Securing B.
There we go. Got a headshot again. $5 donation from Ozzy and the Boomies.
Be advised.
Ozzy and the Boomies donated. It's a big paragraph. I can't read it. I need to get more monitors so that I can have a monitor for all this kind of additional stream stuff that goes on. I'm going to be streaming more. I think this just works great for my channel. I know I wish more of my old school subs would get onto the stream train though. They generally just don't like it as much. So that's kind of hard, but I do get a lot of new subscribers, and some of the old subs just love this too.
Losing C.
Favorite thing to do other than Black Ops 3? Or I'm assuming you mean favorite game, and that's going to be League of Legends for me. It probably might swap to Overwatch when that comes out. I love me some Overwatch. I had a big boner for Overwatch. That was a super fun game. Man, did I play that game. Oh. I was so busy with other stuff and getting a chance to put in as much time as I wanted to, but it was super duper fun.
Smoke checked.
This guy still ain't turned around yet.
Securing B.
Smoke inspector.
These guys still haven't turned around yet. Oh no, now they've turned around. They've turned around. No! It says, when do you think YouTube... I missed it. Noob vs. Pro we talked about earlier in the stream. Jolly Jose says he's one of my older subs that loves the new stream content. Glad you do. It feels more personal. I've always been looking for a type of content that would move me out of guides and into something a little bit more personal, and I think this is it. GTA, I mean, I wanted to do GTA, but I'm so far behind in levels and all the cool stuff that I just can't. Like, dude, I'm not leveled up. I've got a pistol, and that's it. And that's just it. I've got a pistol, and it really sucks right now to just have a pistol. There we go.
Friendly UAV inbound.
She's gone.
Dying, but I'm getting my headshots. Better try to win this game, because it looks bad when you go for challenges and lose the game still. It's just not right. Got a $20 big fat donation coming in. Gonna read that one. Probably at the end of this game. I'll give it some special attention in between rounds here. So, sir, your senpai has noticed you and you are not forgotten by any measure. Not a headshot, but hey, that's okay. It still did pretty good. Ah, no! That's where I need my thermite! Somebody says GTA is hacker infested now. It is, but GTA is still a fantastic game, and it has one of the largest amounts of replayability of any game I've ever seen, and it's got some really dope mods. You can't tell me that GTA doesn't have some of the dopest mods on the planet, because you know it does. Getting these headshots in. Infinity Ward's next game, I don't really know anything about it. Truly don't. Wish I did, dude. I promise you, if I knew about Infinity Ward's next game, I'd already have a video made. I'd be like, Call of Duty, Ghost, Warfare 3.9, Riley Returns confirmed. And I'd have a video about it and all the intel, and it would be shamelessly loaded full of meta tags and all the mid-roll ads that I can reasonably get away with and everything. Like, no, that's what I do for a living. If I knew anything about their game, the intel would be out there, I promise you. Somebody says, switch camo. J Jumpman88 wants me to swap camo. I will do that next game. I'll swap camo. What is this? Hate getting headshots that just don't kill. I feel like a shotgun with all 8 pellets should kill with one point-blank headshot. It should, no matter what. Right? Like, a point-blank headshot with a shotgun should kill. It just should. That's what it should do. Can we ban Oscar Gomez, please, with his rusty pole stuff? That's very unsettling to read as many times as it's coming up. Guess we're going to capture this and win. How do you feel about tactical inserts? Hate them. Completely unfair and breaking the game. Okay, so we got a $5 donation from Ozzy and the Boomies. Says, do you have any stories about students you knew having an inappropriate relationship with the teacher or suspecting them of? I actually do not. Actually, I do. I have 2 creepy teacher stories. We're just going to go into order at this point. So, when I was in high school, we had a teacher, we had a coach. His name was Nestor. We called him Nestor the Molester because he was always real creepy on these young girls. He was way too friendly with them. He was the girls' basketball coach. And to the best of my knowledge, he never once actually did anything inappropriate. Like, he never touched a girl. He never did anything wrong, but he was just creepy. Like, he always paid way too much attention to the girls. There was another guy. His name was Coach Carter, and he was a great guy. Like, I was actually friends with this guy. We would joke about. He's an awesome basketball coach. All the students loved him. But what we didn't know is we had no idea he was having a relationship with a 15-year-old girl that was going to a different academy. The story came about when his parents found the text message, when the girl's parents, my bad, found the text messages. I'm going to see how many headshots I got that game. Where are they? 9 headshots, not so bad. I'll play this. We'll change up the maps, and we want a new camo. So the parents found the text message between the girl and the coach, and they were pissed. As well they should be. They were livid. They caused a big stink. He got arrested for like lewd conduct with a minor. Basically, you know, he diddled the girl. I don't think there was ever enough evidence to convict or anything really harsh, but he definitely did lose the job and never came back to teaching again. D Lance, or D, is that Diance? I think that's D Lance. D Lance 245 dropped $20. Thank you. That is a huge donation. It says, no questions, just a longtime fan saying thanks for the content you make and good luck on that Dark Matter grind. Thank you very much, D Lance 245, for the donation. It is much appreciated, and just glad you did that. Ryan Goodger dropped $5. It says, hey Drifter, any tips for Pharaoh headshots? I only one I have left until Diamond SMG. Stay golden, my friend. Ryan Goodger, I'd recommend going back and watching the Diamond SMG stream or some of the other ones I did. Pharaoh headshots, you want to run 3 attachments. Elo sight, super important. That makes it way easy for anything. That's why I'm doing it here. You also want to run quick draw and foregrip. But with those 2, it ought to be way, way, way easier. Just aim for the head. The gun doesn't actually kick that much. Just aim for the head and hold down the trigger. It works really well. And Grinder XXL donated. As Yo D-Dog, two things. All things considered, what's your favorite COD of all time? COD 4. If you take out nostalgia, it's going to be Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is probably the actual best COD, but COD 4, because of nostalgia, I really enjoyed. It says, mine's World at War. Ooh, that's one of the ones I actually didn't like. It says, how would you feel if COD returned to World War II with no EXO? I'd freaking love it, considering World at War is my favorite. Or how about a World War I COD? I think a World War I COD would be more fun as a map or a DLC than it would be for a full-fledged thing. Gotcha, kids. Whee! See if I can bounce it off the door right. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Yep. I'm so dead. If it goes back to World War II, instead of having exos, I'd rather keep boots on the ground. But I think having an alternate steampunk World War I, or like retro future World War II, like the World War II that never ended. If you guys remember that old like COD Borderlands leak, like they were talking about, like it was an alternate World War II with time travel and Nazis and stuff. That could be so fun. That could be such a fun thing to have to do. I would love an alternate time period World War II game. That would be super dope. Stephen B. 95 wants to know, says, hey Drifter, I have two questions for you. What is your view on male circumcision, and what are your opinion on the rights of men? I am a circumcised male. I am cut. It does not interfere with my penis as far as I know, but I never had the opportunity to try uncut PPs, so I don't know what I could be missing out on. You know, it could be amazing and I just don't know it. Kind of what you're stuck with, what you're born with. I think that in this day and age, circumcision is unnecessary. I know why it was done back in the day, right? Because basically to keep clean, man. You don't want schmegma. Schmegma is some of the nastiest stuff that you ever seen or you'll ever have to deal with in your life. Like, schmegma is so gross. And they started that because it just reduces schmegma. It won't grow where there's nowhere for it to grow. And that makes total sense. However, in our modern world where we can bathe very regularly and we have much better, I don't know, what am I saying? Hygiene, equipment, antibiotics, sterilized stuff. It's just not necessary anymore. It's not necessary to circumcise yourself. And some people do it for religious reasons because, oh, the uncircumcised can't go to heaven, and they take some of these quotes from the Old Testament very, very literally, but that's just silly. It was a reference to them being dirty, as far as I'm aware. And it's a big culture thing in Judaism, too. Oh, they're all coming up here. So now, as for a men's rights perspective, I agree that if you want to be circumcised, you can, but doing it from birth seems unnecessary. If your parents are in a third world country, or if they plan to move to one, or you're going to grow up as a hippie and not bathe or something, then that might be a more practical decision. Ooh, my subs are pushing me off walls. But no, from a men's rights perspective, it's not as harmful as female genital mutilation, but it's not much better, and it's not necessary. And since it's not necessary, I don't know why we're still doing it. So I totally agree with you on that one. What else do we have? It says, I've been getting more into men's rights issues. Men have issues too. We do have our own unique issues that we struggle with. The idea is that we can each have unique issues, and it's okay. It's okay. It's just as much time for me to stop and, you know, learn about the issues that women suffer that I might not understand, as it is for them to stop and learn about issues that men suffer from that they might not understand. It's all about equality. Both sides, what they really want. What the true believers on either side want, equality. The man donated. He says, Drifter, just want to let you know from personal experience. Whoop. You need to do the bonus melee weapons for dark matter, because I had brass knuckles before I got and only had 20 kills with them. Oh no. Well, thankfully or unthankfully for me, I don't have any bonus melee weapons to do that with. So yay, no bonus weapons. Woo. It kind of sucks. I guess that's kind of why I was saving up the crypto keys, but I needed a video for while I was in San Francisco. I guess I'll just keep waiting then and try to get dark matter before my next big buy-in. I don't think I'll be participating in the 50% off this weekend.
Halftime.
Let's see, Crunkaplier, okay, so your name is like Markiplier, but you're Crunkaplier. Says, hey man, been subbed since Black Ops 2. I just wanted to say some people might think you're a little odd or awkward sometimes, but I know you're the kind of person I was friends with as a kid. Haha, so you're alright, great content. Thank you for the compliments. And yeah, dude, I know that I've come off as odd and awkward a lot. I think it's, I just, man, it's who I am. It's just, I gotta deal with it. Like, I'm awkward and I know it. I just have to accept it. Same way I make a video about accepting your spudly nature, I have to accept that I am occasionally awkward as a person. But I'm glad that you can see past that. We had a question on what it would take to kill Call of Duty. And my answer to that is, I am unsure. It's going to take a very big game. To kill COD, you mainly need to displace the most casual gamers and console gamers. COD used to be a big PC game. It's not anymore. We all know that. But it's still huge on console. Even at its lowest points, even if, you know, I know you guys pick whatever COD game you didn't like, and I promise you that whatever, like you said, like Ghost is the worst, AW is the worst, Black Ops 2 is the worst, this is the worst. Whichever one of those, it still had more people playing it than pretty much any other console game. So it's definitely a huge console phenomenon. Casual gamers love Call of Duty. Call of Duty is very easy to pick up and play. It's very easy to be rewarded in this game. And it does have a skill cap that's just enough to reward more hardcore players. However, it doesn't do well on PC because it's not hardcore enough. And I don't think that making a game that's awesome on PC is ever going to displace COD, because all the COD fans are console gamers. And I don't think that making a shooter that's just like COD is going to replace the game, because if I wanted to play just like COD, I would just play COD instead. I think that the way to beat this game is to make a freaking awesome console game, make it available on all platforms, and make it fairly simple to get into and play. You might even have to copy the control scheme, because the control scheme for this game, like Halo before it, is beautiful. Halo had, at the time, one of the best control schemes ever for console shooters. COD came around and displaced it. The control scheme for this game is nothing short of brilliant. Like, it's so easy to flow and control and do everything, and that is another huge strength of this game. So, you're going to have a game, mass appeal, and part of COD's mass appeal originally was that it was not a military simulator, but it was wrapped in this very serious, real-world kind of this could actually happen type attitude. And that's what's pushed away some of the more hardcore gamers, or some of the more casual gamers, and some of the military veteran types. Oh my god, that guy almost got me with that tomahawk. Is a lot of the old, like, military guys that play this game really miss, like, the realism of hardcore, or they miss using their real guns, and they don't like using exos and things like that. When I not hit the guy when he's invisible, does he become magic? So I would probably make a military simulator, kind of, that's easy to pick up and play with a good control scheme, is very console-centric, and I would work very hard on mass marketing it toward casual gamers, and I think that would displace COD very heavily. That would be my attempt. Other companies don't do that, they disagree with me. And the hard thing about that is what I described to you is probably sounding like the most generic game ever. Right? Like, you have to do that without being generic and boring. You can't have Grumpy Army Guy game number 47. It has to have something about it that's unique. And that, I think, is also where people go wrong. They know that. They know they can't make Grumpy Army Guy game number 47. So they're like, alright, our game has this crazy, unique something, and that something actually kind of sucks. So that's not good either. Very big catch right there. Says every person that uses shotguns. I hate every person that uses. Well, dude, I can't help it, dude. I'm trying to get my challenges. Sorry that you hate me, but I'm just doing my work. I'm just doing my best here. Trying to entertain the stream. Come on. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! There we go. I just ran right in there and died like an idiot. Drifter, I'm from Wisconsin. AJ Stan. Appreciate it. I want to know how... Donate. The donate link's down there in the description. Also, glad you're liking YouTube gaming. It's just a link in the description. It's just available. It's easy. It's just there. That's it. Nothing complicated or fancy, man. No, I don't have dark matter already. I'm doing it the slow way. I'm taking my sweet, glorious time with it. Let's see. The man donated $5. It says, I meant you don't have to finish the new melee weapons. So open those up drops as fast and as much as you want. Okay, the man, thank you. Glad that I have that clear, because different people tell me different stuff. thank you for clarifying. Appreciate it. Sorry that you had to donate again. That wasn't the goal. Not trying to misread. Sometimes it just gets busy. So as Drifter, sometimes I'm lagging on Black Ops 3 and have good internet. Why is that? I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to... I could figure out your problem, but I would need a metric boatload of information from you and a lot of time to test your network and a dozen settings and stuff that I just don't have time to do, because I don't. And I'm not trying to be a bad person about it, I just don't have time to test it. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, Mr. Senpai. And I'm just racking up these headshots. I'm getting as many headshots as I can, guys, because I want to get these shotguns diamond tonight. Oof. Died. How do you get dark matter? You have to complete each and every single gun challenge in the game, which I have a ways to go on.
Bravo.
I'll try and make it work, but hey. There we go. Oh, somebody was in here. Kinda should have extended mags on this, but I'm running so low on attachments as is. Trying to keep my, what I consider to be essential perks going on. Oof, died. Orange. Voices got everywhere. Dota. Somebody says, hey Drifter, how do we get the shirts from you? Oh, they're linked down there in the description. I think they're like the 4th or 5th sponsored link. Almost all the questions you can find answers to down there in the description. That's where all my sponsored stuff just kind of sits. Really happy with a lot of the sponsors and stuff that I work with, because I don't have to do hard pushes. I can just kind of talk about the product or do whatever with it, and they're all right. I got some DMs from Thiago. I'm gonna check them out here. Follow subscribers, and they like to message me. Let's do good game. What do we got? Let's see. I think it's all about the new donation limit. Yep, that's, so Thiago's saying that by increasing the donation limit, I feel kind of like a money whore, or that it seems that I'm moving that way, and that it's like saying that you're not good enough if you send me the low dollars, like, you know, $3 isn't good enough, blah, blah, blah. And that's what I wanted to avoid. That's, whoa, Firebrand camo for the SVG, dope. Excellent. That's not what I wanted to have happen. I think you've got this the wrong way around. The reason I added the new limit was actually not to get more money. I did not want that. It's a nice side effect. I wanted to be able to focus on the chat more. I'm gonna send that. I think you have this the wrong way around. Wanted to focus on the regular chat.
Domination.
Let's hit down range and smoke them out.
Spectre moving on mission.
There we go. Sent him that message. Honest to goodness truth. How about having donations off? I could do that. I could do that, but it's kind of hard to go back now. People like them on. I did some streams with donations off. I might just do that. I might just do on or unlimited. Whoa. And that might, you know what? Jose, that might make sense. I might just do no limit or no donations, one way or the other.
Locked down.
So that would make sense. That way, with no donations at all, I could definitely focus on the chat, and I wouldn't have to worry about donating. It's like, oh, it's like it's all. No, it's not it. It's just you guys that have all watched for a long time. You've seen some of the other streams where they come in so fast and so much that I can't even. I'm doing my best and I can't keep up with it. And the streams, instead of Drifter Plays COD, is Drifter struggles to read all of the donations while he begins to get sweaty and mispronounce things. I didn't think it was very good entertainment. Honest to goodness, that's how I felt. And I wanted to show more love to the guys in the regular chat that just can't afford to donate all the time. Wanted to be with you guys some more. Man.
Hostile UAV incoming. Bravo secure.
Look out! Thermite!
No joke, that's my honest feelings. I think I might take the limit down to $2 then. I might do that. I don't know. I want to find a nice balance for you guys that if you want to still do donate, but not where it just dominates the stream, because it's fun to watch gameplay and stuff. Hell, is your parent Donald Trump's hair secretly has a mind of his own. Woo! Yeah, probably does. That toupee is getting some work. Or he actually, I know he used to have a toupee. Now it looks like he's wearing like some sort of hair implant or something. Like you can do that. You can get it like transplanted from your legs to your head or something like that. And I did have another donation come in as I talk about it. Namlukin says, hey man, I recently subscribed and I'm loving your content. I was just wondering about your opinion on hardcore and zombies. Think you'll ever do either on your channel? I have dabbled in zombies. I've done zombies in depth. I've done some zombie-ish stuff. I don't do much hardcore because I'm not very good at it and I generally don't like it. But I was thinking about doing an in-depth on hardcore and talk about the best weapons for hardcore. I mean, all the weapons are obviously better for hardcore than they are for core because of how it works, but they're excellent. Got another headshot. But there's some that are just way better for hardcore. If you're ever going to do your madness stories again, whenever crazy things happen, I've told most of the madness stories, right? So I can't retell them. It's like, oh man, I hope you get good ideas for Epic Dream. And like, I don't have ideas for it. It just kind of happens, and I just tell it how it is. I'm not planning stories over here. Wish I had that kind of skill, but I do not, which is unfortunate. And I do indeed believe in ghosts, kind of. Definitely not in the spiritual, spooky ghost hunters kind of way, but I do think that things go bump in the night, and there are some things that do creep around in our world that we can't quite explain. Definitely not going to say that ghosts are the logical explanation for literally anything. You shouldn't be blaming ghosts for any of your problems. It should be the very last. It should be like, man, I've spent a month trying to figure this out and I still don't know what's happening. Must be ghosts. It's just ghosts, and I'm just going to deal with it. Whoa, that's bad. Okay, I'm gonna secure Bravo. I guess I'm the meat shield over here. And I'm up. I didn't get a headshot in time. Says you can retell stories. Who wants to retell stories? Wouldn't it be weird if I just made videos and told the same stories over and over again? That's like the sheltered kid you know in school that's been out of the city twice in his life, and he tells you the same two stories over and over again about that time he went to go see a baseball game or something stupid. You know, that's not very fun. I don't want to do that. Would you prefer a president or a prime minister? I think that's more of the same BS, to be honest with you. When will YouTube start to die out? The very moment something better comes along. That's all there is to it. YouTube is a video service just like many others, and the minute that something better comes out, so that people can watch videos easier with less ads, better quality, full movies, just something like that, it's going to go the way of the dinosaur. If YouTube doesn't innovate and keep up and stay number one, it's going to die. That's how internet worked. Reddit thought it was not Reddit, Dig. I remember when Dig thought it was like an unstoppable juggernaut. Like, Dig would never, ever, ever, you know, be unpopular or whatever. Valued at so many millions of dollars, and then it changed its algorithm and its comment system, and people all migrated to Reddit, and now Dig doesn't exist almost. Dig's Garbo now, and everybody's on Reddit. When's Reddit gonna go away? Whenever they screw up like Dig did. Whenever they change what their core system, and whenever they you know, are no longer the best for what they are. Whenever they're no longer the best little community site, they're going to go away and die. And that's how it is. Yucha has donated $5, says, Drifter, I've been a fan since MW2 and a sub since Black Ops 1. I just want to know, will you ever do a meetup in Houston? You've got a lot of fans there, and I'd love to meet you. You seem like a really cool person. I did do a meetup at the Xbox store for Xbox One launch in Houston, and I met a fan there who worked at, like, Turner Broadcasting, which was really dope. T the Kid X7 sent me a DM and says, how do you currently feel about Rite Aid? And I don't feel about it because I don't think about it. But no, the next time I go to Houston, which is, truthfully, I don't know when I'm going to Houston next, I will definitely do a fan meet up there. Definitely will. And I'm trying to plan one for Dallas, but it's just not sure where I should be doing that at. And Makuna says, HBK is Bay, long barrel plus laser plus quick draw equals God tier. Oh, so it's Nam Luke N equals cool man backwards. Oh, okay. I got you now. I got you. That makes sense. Cool man backwards. I never even thought to read your name backwards. It never occurred to me. QG Rection wants to... Oh, I love your name, QG Rection. I just read that so fast, I didn't even think about it. I feel like an idiot. He wants to know, any advice for those who are better than average at COD but are having trouble getting better? I think you pretty much nailed my next video. I think I'm going to try to find ways for people that are better than average but want to get better. And we're going to have to do my research on this one, because I think that's the category that I fall into, is better than average and wanting to get better but not quite there yet.
Slowed him down.
So, it might actually be just whatever I find that works, I'll immediately pass on to you guys. Not doing stupid stuff is what works the best for me, to tell you the truth. Like, doing stuff like this, obviously you don't... So as you have a shotty, you should just run in the house. Yeah, but the bad guys aren't in the house. The goal is to do this fast. I'm not trying to be tactical. Like, I ain't trying to have a high KD. I'm just trying to get this done. So I can finally have some dark matter. Crazy commentaries in the YouTube chat. Wants to know if you can play. Yeah, man, the lobby is open. We have a lot of subs in here right now. You guys are welcome to join anytime you want. I'm about to be super dead. Spray, pray, get out. Get out, get out, get out. There we go. Nope, I saw you here.
Spectre kill.
Losing Alpha.
Couldn't do it in time. Lag, hi, man. Somebody says, Telly getting kicked in the balls story. Got kicked in the balls with a steel-toed boot in high school by a guy who was much my physical inferior, and I was known for beating people up at the time. And he was terrified and spent the rest of the day avoiding me. It was an accident, but he was still terrified. So, what's up, Jessica?
Is this the 7th grade?
Yeah, it was like 8th, 9th, or 10th or something.
Yeah, I remember this. I was there.
Yeah, I was furious, and he just noped out. He didn't want any of that. What do you mean it says error for you guys? Hold up. Apparently we've lost the stream. It says people are saying they've completely lost the stream. Jessica, can you check the stream and see if it's still going? Can you just open it up on your computer and see if it's still going on? Yeah, that'll work too, just as long as it's working. Or what's going on here?
Alpha locked down. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Be advised, hostile tower. Securing C. Be advised, hostile
It's good? Okay, I don't know what's going on, guys. I just lost 600 viewers, holy crap.
lost A.
Oh, I guess the server's just farted. Awesome. Grinder XXL wants to know, following from my question about your favorite COD, which is your favorite COD map and gun? Oh, that's definitely going to be the Akimbo Scorpions and Summit. Love Summit, love Akimbo Scorpions, man. Love both of those. Definitely my favorite map and gun.
Securing Bravo.
COD 4 comes on Xbox One backwards compatible. Would you do an in-depth? I absolutely would.
Be advised, hostile
Definitely would.
overhead.
And I'm going massively negative here. I need to put away this donations reading nonsense and get back onto winning this game. Got a hit marker. Got killed by an RC car. Mick loving it. Want to get this shotgun done and move on to the Breachy. Actually, I'll probably keep doing the Haymaker. I'll go all the way with the Haymaker. Sounds wrong. It's like I'm making out with this gun. Like, oh baby, you stick your barrel in my mouth. And that didn't do any good at all. I kind of wish you could ping people and your teammates could see them again. Will you ever visit Austin again? Almost assuredly. I mean, I live in Texas, and Austin's one of the coolest places to go in Texas, so I'm definitely going to get there. Oh no, I think this game's a loss, gentlemen. I think we're getting beat by the subs over here. I'm getting beat bad. I'm getting spanked hard. They're telling me I'm a naughty boy and there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, there's nobody out here? That's lame. I usually like catching people off guard over there. Or up here. I mean, that's what makes me so mad about this shotgun, is it takes so many hits. It's a shotgun. It shouldn't take that many hits to kill. It should murder people. Gary Space 11 says, do you have any tips for using the Tempest well? Absolutely. Spawns are best. You want to find the one dumb person that sticks their head out. Uh-oh.
Objective failed. Head for exfil.
I didn't sign up for this shit. We need to fight smarter. One shot, one kill.
Yeah, apparently my stream is lagging bad. Get notifications here. That shouldn't be happening. Huh. Okay, well I'm gonna see if it happens a time or two again. I'll do something different. Not sure what's going on. Yeah, you want to find the one person that'll stick their head out, like close to the spawn, where 3 or 4 more people are running by. And the idea is that you kill that person, and light the T the Kid X7 wants to know about Joe Kenda. I don't even know who that is. And you want to let the lightning chain to the other people. That's what you want to do. It's my best advice. Let's do this. Camo. 20 more headshots, and then I can get these work on these other medals. Yeah, it says we're still having issues here. Okay, well, hopefully it keeps going. I don't know why it would do that. Unfortunately, D's Games, I cannot follow you on PlayStation 4. Just not planning on it. When will you do ghost stories? When I do a ghost. When I see a ghost, man. When I see a ghost, we'll be doing them. That's all there is to it. I haven't seen any ghosts lately, so I can't do ghost story. If you guys know some, actually don't send any ghosts my way. I don't want you to send any ghosts my way. I hate ghosts. They're scary. They're difficult to deal with. Somebody says, Telemonster, left field question from the YouTube chat. What is your opinion on transgendered rights? They have the same rights as everybody else, but they have to realize they're in a very unusual situation that does make people uncomfortable, and that they can't get offended when a person is unable to determine their sex. It's different if you work somewhere and you tell them, I want to be referred to as female, and they ignore you and keep referring you to as a male to piss you off, versus a person, I've never seen you before, I know nothing about you, I accidentally thought you were the other gender or whatever. I think it just farted again. Did it? Yep. Okay, hold up. I'm going to stop and restart super quick.
Target down.
Okay, so I stopped and restarted the stream. Hopefully it works again. YouTube Gaming is telling me that they are occasionally not receiving enough packets to maintain the stream. I don't know if this is on their end or on mine. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that because it's Google, that it's probably on my end. I'm going to do my due diligence to fix my situation here. Oh, that Dracan is tearing up that safeguard robot. There we go, getting more headshots. 19 to go.
Profit down.
didn't do anything. Where are the bad guys at? I don't know. I think they're all pushing the other side, so I'm gonna try and come up behind them and get some easy headshots. They should all be out here. Yep, here we go. Oh no! They spawned all around me. No.
Robot is online. Disable it. Hostile robot has been disabled.
No headshots there either. Owie, owie, owie. Yeah, dark matter is hard to get, but it should be worth. Funny thing is, if I get dark matter, I don't even know exactly what guns I plan to run it on. Not all of them, even.
Enemy robot nearing objective.
Grenade! Move!
No headshots. Ah, come on. Drifter, what gun are you using right now? I'm using the Haymaker 12 Auto. You should be able to read it down there in the bottom right-hand corner. And now they scored pretty fast. Make me a mod, unfortunately, not planning it. How big is your penis? Oh, I promise you it is significantly. Ryan Hunt, I have not watched WWE since it was the WCW and WWF. Like, I haven't watched wrestling in a very long time. I was a big fan of Rey Mysterio, Chris Benoit, even well, before the choking thing. I love Macho Man Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, Sting, The Giant. There's so many good wrestlers.
Robot to the enemy base.
So many good wrestlers. I used to watch so much wrestling.
Nominal.
There we go. 18 headshots to go on this gun. Definitely picked Blast Suppressor over Dead Silence for public matches. Dead Silence just isn't that important in pubs because it's so chaotic and people aren't really paying attention anyway. Blast Suppressor is way, way, way more useful than that. Seeing a lot of Spanish conversations in the chat. I'm not as fluent as Spanish as I would like to be. I can read them, just not as quickly. I probably couldn't answer very well in Spanish at all.
Found.
What, is this guy beside me or something? Sometimes you just miss people, man.
Robot status nominal.
We have somebody says, thank you for promoting the Ripper and unlocking it. Or, you know, I've unlocked it and I loved it. Glad to promote the Ripper. Ripper's great. Always good to, you know, have a few more Ripper converts. Their gun kills in less shots than my shotgun, but it shoots faster. It's so unfair, Vondi. Such unfair. And I think I'm still going to try to do that other gun this stream. Like a sadist here. Depending on drugs. Hard drugs are bad for you. Softer drugs can be bad in large amounts. Please be wary. Do not abuse drugs. Abuse of drugs in any manner can be very bad for you. Ruin your life
Sarah.
completely. Or your butt. Drugs can ruin your butt when you go to jail. 17 to go. Are you my father? No, I'm not your father, Eric Sapp. Read that bit of Spanish. One of my favorite paradoxes. The Time Traveler paradox is a fun one. Really is. I don't usually sit here and think about making a list of my favorite paradoxes. Just not one of the things that I think about all the time, but...
Enemy down.
Ah.
Robot status nominal.
Okay, so they're still killing my robot. Hey, what are you doing?
Robot has been
Why are they in my spawn? Dad. Thinking like Eric Cartman here. Cannot wait to be done. I say I can't wait to be done with shotguns, but then I know I can move on to snipers and stuff, so it's going to be very hard. You can see people rocking the J-Hub clan tag. That is just a new one for me. But I'm glad to know that he's getting some fans that are diehard enough to rep that J-Hub.
disabled our robot.
Do you like mecha anime? I do on occasion, and if you enjoy mecha anime, I'm going to strongly recommend Knights of Sidonia. That's my current favorite mecha anime. There is no good place to go.
Robot systems are online.
I feel like we're just on lockdown. And we're in the area where we're like spawning in waves here.
Hostile HCXD in your AO.
Yep, and Echo the Bat Pony is correct. English is ultimately the business language of the world, like it or not. The world runs on English. That might change to Mandarin Chinese in the next 20 years, in which case I'm just going to have to suck it up and learn Chinese. But for now, the world runs on English, guys. So I've got a pretty big disincentive to learn to speak other languages.
Disabled our robot.
We got one headshot out of the deal. Could be worse. It's not Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann is good and fun and all, but I like Knights of Sidonia better. Gurren Lagann is just silly is what it is. And it's kind of silly in all the right kind of ways. Like, it starts out silly,
Systems are online.
and it slowly increases in seriousness until I actually care, and then a story develops, which makes for very good anime. Kill la Kill was like that too. Why don't I use Twitch? We got a hello from Portugal from João Manuel. I like YouTube better, man. I'm doing good here on YouTube as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, for the next stream, I'm going to try something new again. I'll probably try the $2 donations and, you know, focus on the YouTube chat more, or I'm not sure. I really don't know how to do these donations right. Oh no, that could have been all the kills I need right there, but my timing was just a little bit off. Do you believe in time travel? No. I definitely don't believe in time travel as being currently available. Maybe sometime in the distant future we'll have time travel, but not right now. We definitely don't have it right now.
Disabled our robot.
How long are you going to be live streaming for? I don't know. Maybe another hour or two? I can't keep track. Truly, I don't know.
Neutralized.
We failed in our objectives. Stand by for reassignment.
They kicked our asses.
Step up if you want to get burnt.
Twisted Logic coming in the lead. I lost. I didn't even go positive. For shame. I feel as if I feel a great welling of shame inside of me. Drifter, greetings from Serbia. Love the videos. Big fan by Courtamy. Any chance for more Europe-friendly streams? It's 5 a.m. right now. All the best. Definitely. I do occasionally do Europe-friendly streams. Just the days I wake up early, I sometimes just feel like streaming and go for it. So there will be a few more Europe-friendly streams. I don't know when. I haven't planned them, you know, but there'll be some for sure. You know, I'm going to play Infection. I'm tired of playing this same map, Aquarium. Somebody says, you're doing the donations right. Streaming is your job, and you should have an income for it. It kind of is becoming more that way. The videos are still the primary thing, but I don't want to have to depend on donations, and I don't want to feel like I'm squeezing you guys for money. That's definitely not how I want to do this. I just want to have a nice balance of being able to talk to my chat and also not being, I say, blown up with donations, because I try to treat every single donator with a lot of respect. Kind of like Courtamy. He donated, he gets an answer to the question, and I just let him know straight up that I do stream early in the morning, mostly for my EU fans, which they're quite dedicated, by the way. I get a lot of views early in the morning, somehow. I just don't do it consistently because I'm not up that early all the time. But I do it sometimes. I don't know when it's planned. I might do it Sunday. I might get up and stream early and then go eat like a brunch or something, but I don't know. But when a person donates, it's important to me. It's really important because they went out of their way, and they, as Thiago, who we're very greatly disagreeing with at the moment, said that they got up and they worked hard for that money, and they just decided to give it away to support what I do. And when they do that, I want to show them respect. I want to be able to engage with them. I want to answer their question. I want to make sure that they get heard. I want to make sure that they know that I know that they've donated and that I appreciate that, and that, you know, if they have specific questions or whatever, that I can answer that. And what ended up happening was the donations were, as you saw the other stream, they were rolling in so fast. So fast. I could barely keep up with them. And the stream was mostly just me reading the donations. which is not, I'm not complaining that people are giving me money. That's not the issue. The issue is that when people come back and watch them later, it's kind of strange. Like, it's like, let's watch the Drifter Reads donation stream today, instead of, let's watch this guy have a great game and talk about the game and stuff. It's just kind of odd. So I didn't want that to happen. I want to have a balance in all of it. Hate this. I'm just, you know, I'm just gonna go be sneaky. I don't even, I'm gonna have to ignore this objective, just go for flanking, I guess.
Wasted.
No, I couldn't get the second hit in. It's too slow. No. Somebody says my girlfriend wants to have sex, but I'm not ready. Please help. That's all between you and your girlfriend, man. Other people can't tell you what to do. You need to know if you're mature and if you're ready and if your girlfriend is ready and if you've got protection and you're both clean and all this other kind of stuff. That's if you feel it is against your religion, if it sends you to hell, if it doesn't, if you're irreligious, amoral. This is stuff that you got to work on yourself, man. This is unfortunately not something that people can answer for you because they don't know your specific situation. Will you ever make Black Ops 1 video again? No, I probably won't. Man, Phantom Ninja's killing it. Because I don't know why I would make Black Ops 1 videos when that's not even remotely relevant anymore. That's embarrassing. I'm 1 versus 6. I want Black Ops 1 videos again. Nah, dude, you can't get Black Ops 1 videos again. There's no point in making them like that. Okay, so I'm just so distracted tonight. I'm not paying. There we go. I can kill people. All right, but I gotta get headshots. Been kind of trying to jump above them to confuse them, but I don't think it's been working as well as I'd hope. No. Sometimes I kind of wish I was running a suppressor, just so that, because that takes so many shots to kill. Any other gun, this would be Headshot City, but not this stupid thing, because it's... I can be right on their head and shoot, and it'll still give me a body shot sometimes, which really blows. Somebody says nobody wears condoms. That is total BS, and that is the best way to go to STD City, I promise you, because people do wear condoms, and they do have protection and things. That's what smart people do. People that don't have babies wear condoms. Would you like a child? You know, you think, oh man, I don't want to wear a condom because I really want to feel around in there and all that kind of stuff. And like, that's true, but what you're really going to feel is the 25% of your check missing for child support. You're going to feel that for a long time, I promise you. It's not worth. It's also not worth, you know what you'll really feel? You'll really feel gonorrhea when they have to give you the rubber mallet, man. You'll feel that for sure. You'll never forget that. That'll haunt your nightmares until the end of time. Ah, assist. Assist. I'm gonna use Twisted Logic as my bait. And he used me as his bait instead. Can you use a headset for commentaries with Elgato? You can. I just recommend fancier mics. I don't use the headset mics for commentary. Headset mics are usually designed for like tournaments and other different stuff. Somebody says, my pullout game is strong. Indeed it might be, but the pullout game won't save you from STDs, sir. Pullout game also won't save you from babies because of pre-ejaculation. The vast majority of men will not prematurely ejaculate, but they have what's known as pre-cum. Your wiener will just drizzle a little bit, right? That can get ladies pregnant too, I promise you. You don't want anything to do with that pregnancy. It's a bad deal. Not without plans. I don't know why this guy just glitched back to the spawn. Ha! One headshot this game. Yay! Getting rough. Rough brah. How do you feel about Skyjack? Skyjack looks fun. Got a hive shut down. I'd like to play Skyjacked. Jessica, you getting about ready to stream? Can't hear her. Okay, yeah, my wife's about to stream in a little bit. It's 2 headshots. Good, we're getting somewhere. I'll probably stream tomorrow. I've been dealing with all this San Francisco stuff. I'm so behind in videos, I don't have anything planned. So I'll probably stream tomorrow as well. Different donation settings and stuff as well. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know.
Halftime.
Emil Wilson, you get a shout out. This is an odd stream. All my streams are odd. That's just how it goes. Mike Dodd says, what's the delay on donations? I sent a $5 one like 20 minutes ago with a question. Mike Dodd, you're Birdman Dodd from Twitter, correct? I think I've seen your... I think I've talked to you a couple of times. I legit did not see your donation. There should be no delay. Or if there's like a 5 or 10 second delay, right? It's very, very short. You said 20 minutes ago? Let me check. Let me see if I missed something. Tips for using the Tempest well. Now we're getting over an hour. And nah, dude, Birdman Dodd, I did not see a thing show up. I apologize if something's going screwball, but I legit don't see it. I did not go through on my end, or at least as far as Twitch alerts is concerned. If they've taken your money and it didn't pop up, you need to do a refund immediately, and I won't challenge it. I tend to not challenge refunds anyway, because a lot of people just donate just to take it all back, which is, that's, you know, that's par for the course here. That's how that works. My mom says I'm odd. Why do people shake in the bed so much, Drifter? I think they might be doing something a little different than shaking. Just a little pro tip for you. They might be having some adult relations shaking the bed. Trying to get sneaky over here. Good. Good. See if I can sneak up on this clown. No headshot. Snuck up on him, though. Now, the best thing to do is to save my stun grenade, come around behind them, throw a stun just about as soon as I hop over here. Couldn't do it. Too slow on the reload. Somebody says, hey Drifter, can you please explain the menstrual cycle? I don't really get it. I think I'm a little bit out of my depth on that one. I confess to not being very good at understanding the menstrual cycle myself. I mean, I know the basics of how it works, but I've certainly never had any experience with the menstrual cycle on the actual feeling end of it, so I can't tell you how to help with cramps or any of that kind of stuff. Sorry about that. You gotta ask your mom. No, not B. Dobbins. We're talking, his name is Birdman, I think Birdman Dodd. He has a picture of Psyduck on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. I've only got a few tweets right now, so dude, if you tweet at me, yeah, Birdman Dodd, Mike with Psyduck right there. So I've only got a few tweets up right now, so Mike Dodd, if you tweet at me, I promise you I'll read it right now on stream, but it legit did not pop up. Not only did it not pop up, it didn't show up in my list either. Okay, he sent it, because I follow him. Yeah, I'm gonna cover his transaction ID. I can do that, but yeah, it's sent, but he didn't. I legit didn't get it. I legit, no joke, didn't get it, man. Just type it in Twitter, and I promise you I'll read it right now. I have no idea what happened. I just don't. I wish that wasn't the case, but when the Overwatch beta comes back, you're gonna play it? Absolutely. My wife's channel is youtube.com/jwodesigns and twitch.tv/jwodesigns. I can go ahead and type it in the YouTube chat and be like, it's gonna look like this. Jwo, man, even my chat is lagging here. Come on. You guys are typing so fast I'm unable to I can't even type on my computer. The chat's going so fast. JWO Designs. It's like JWO Designs. Hey, Thiago, nice to see you. It's right there. I see you with your little moderator thing popping up, Thiago. Yours stands out. Yeah, so she's... Jessica, you streaming on YouTube or Twitch? I'm gonna go... Jessica! Art thou streaming on YouTube or Twitch? She probably has headphones on. I don't even know. Yeah, I think you can, if you want to check out my wife's channel, it's linked on my channel under like the friends or allies or the recommended channels. That when you go to the main page, it's that thing on the right. You can check it out there. I hear footsteps. Would you please come and visit my stream for a moment? Come hither, servant girl.
I'm gonna fix my hair.
Okay.
Why?
Let's see if we can get you
I'm
in
not
here.
doing YouTube.
Can you get in here? So what are you streaming on?
I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch under JWO Designs.
Yeah, on creative, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're doing crafty stuff. So that's what she's up to. And twitch.tv/JWO Designs. She's getting ready to start hers.
Safeguard.
Here, you have been noticed.
HVT. Something that'll provide a challenge.
Lima Charlie will tag targets of opportunity.
Okay, I've got some tweets coming in.
The robot to the enemy base.
Hopefully one's from Birdman Mike.
Our robot has been rebooted.
Ah, he's looking for training drills or drills that will improve him on his overall SMG skill. What training drills would improve your overall SMG skill? Oh, that's a tough question. I think getting good at shotguns would help you get good at SMGs. Where did this guy go? Like, it sounds crazy, but it's all about getting close to your enemies and flanking them. SMGs only work when you can get right up in their faces and just kind of blow them away. You dirty biscuit eaters.
Hostile forces have disabled.
Yeah, so to train with the SMGs, I would tell you to train with shotguns, because with SMGs, you're also going to be doing a lot of hip fire. Like, if you think about shotguns, the right way to use them, not this stupid headshot stuff I'm doing, is you want to get in real close and just hip fire them. And you kind of got to be sneaky to do that. You know, a lot of people say to play SMGs, you just play super aggressive or whatever. But I think to play SMGs right, what you need to do is play sneaky. Like, anybody can run in holding down the trigger and pick up a kill or two, right? Like, my dog can do that. But if you want to play well, what you want to do is kind of sneak up behind, do exactly the opposite of what I'm doing right now, yes. Come up behind the enemy, flank them, shoot them in the back of the head. Oh, great, my bullets didn't even count. And stuff like that. So what I'm trying to do right now is actually get out of my spawn, so I don't have to challenge people point blank, because I'm just not going to win like that. I need to be able to get up behind these enemies, which is, it's not going well at the moment. I'm not able to really make any progress here. And they're protecting their spawn very well, because they're subs, so they know the crap that I'm liable to do. Okay, so these guys have decided to make it very hard for me to get my shotgun headshots. That's what happens when you're live streaming, but I am up for the challenge. I'm not gonna ball. Oh, twisted logic, how could you? Okay. I trusted in you, twisted logic. Where did this guy go? I can't even. I feel like I'm losing my mind here. Not a headshot, but hey, I got a kill. It feels like I got to come back already. What are you doing? Stop that. Bad. Bad. Don't ADS with the haymaker. Well, you have to ADS if you want headshots. That's what I'm trying to do here, is get shotgun headshots. So I have to ADS, and it really blows, don't get me wrong, but that's what I've got going on today. Another good tip for SMGs is you can try running them with laser sight. Always run... what's another good one? I know not everybody's a fan of the blast suppressor like I am, so I'm not going to recommend that. But I think overcharged, where your sprint meter comes back faster, is super important because that's going to help you flank really well. Like, that's going to help you get up behind people and get in their butt about things. That's what I run it a lot. A good drill to do. You know, you don't have the advanced movement or whatever, but if you can do the... What's the name of the airplane mission in COD 4? The bonus one, you know, where you try to save the president at the end. That one is all about SMGs. That whole entire training mission is about how to properly use the MP5. And if you can do that, you can use any SMG in any COD game ever made. So that's my recommendation right there. What's another good one? Avoid optics if you can. SMGs are just not about optics. They're just not. SMGs are about things like quick draw and rapid fire and laser sight and stock and stuff like that.
Hostile UAV above.
Stock works way better than it has any right to on submachine guns. Getting killed over here. I did get a new donation, which I'm about to read.
Robot is approaching their base.
Looks like my page froze again. Yay! Okay, time for me to escort this robot. Clean up back here. And I'm dead. Friend XL says, if Lord Vaughn adds a specialist in the update, how would you feel about an ability that created a visual, oral hallucination within a small range, also like an AoE weapon like Heat Wave, that poisons enemies? We already have the hallucination one, that's Psychosis. It's not a strong one, but it is, that's pretty much what Psychosis is that hallucination ability. And an AoE weapon like Heat Wave that poisons enemies in a range. Like, yeah, that would be really cool. Like if you could turn on and just leave a toxic cloud behind you, like Singed in League of Legends, I think that would be really dope. KD's definitely not dope tonight. I think that could be really good, like, or just you emit a constant trail around you. I think that could be really fun too. That would be really fun. Probably not 70 health a second, something a little bit less, unless it stuns them. Now, if it's stunning, any specific shotgun, honest to goodness, probably the one I'm working on right now, probably the Haymaker, because this one kills really slow, and you have to hip fire it a lot, and you can get some benefits from ADSing with it, and a lot of stuff, and by the time you get decent with the Haymaker, swapping to an actual SMG should feel like it has no recoil, and it probably is going to feel like it kills super fast and is awesome and stuff, so... That's what I'm gonna like. If you can use this gun, you can use any SMG in the game. This is a pretty SMG-friendly game. Definitely not a shotgun headshot-friendly game at all. Oof. I say as I get another shotgun headshot.
Enemy robot systems are online.
Vortex for 945 donated $5, says just got out of work and found the stream. Time for some late night sexy stream. Just kidding. Would love to watch more of these and maybe become a mod sometime. Stay awesome, man. Vortex, the best way to become a mod is to just stay active, not donating. People don't donate their way into getting mods, but just stay chatty. Like, be active in the chat. And anytime I need a new mod, I just pick people that I know that I've seen talking before, and that's it. There's people that I know aren't crazy. Dude, you want to be mod? Just talk to me on Twitter or on the chat and keep up with it. I'm not able to answer all the chat messages. I can't even read the chat messages because they come in so fast. I certainly can't answer any tweets, or not all of the, definitely not all of the tweets or anything. But man, like, I see you guys. I put people's names to memory. I don't forget people easily. And if you want a mod, just talk to me more often, because the people that I know, like Echo the Bat Pony, you know why Echo the Bat Pony is a mod? Because I've known him forever, and I know that he's a reasonable, sane human being that won't ban people for no reason and isn't power hungry or crazy or anything like that. That's it. And Becco the Bat Pony, I'm not also downplaying your intelligence, because I know you're also somewhat proud of that, but I didn't make you a mod because you're a really bright person. I made you a mod because you're not an idiot. And that's pretty much what all of my mods are, non-idiots. Just totally reasonable human beings. That's all you gotta do is be reasonable.
Robot systems are online.
I'm never gonna get this challenge, I don't think. Buy Overheat is best mod in A. Definitely the most persistent. I don't know, Echo's been around for a long time. We've had a lot of old school mods all the way going back to the when I actually streamed on Twitch days.
That's a kill.
This is Drift. Think about getting a scuff controller. Any ideas? Shamelessly, the Drifter scuff. No. If you have the extra money and if you're a hardcore gamer, it's a good idea. If you don't have the money and if you don't game a whole lot, don't waste your money on that. Like, man, if you broke, don't. I don't want to squeeze anybody. That's not what this channel's about. It's not what any of my things are about, despite the crazy donation issues we've had tonight, which I think I actually got a message from a DM from Thiago here.
Enemy robot systems are online.
Yeah, Thiago says that the alternative to stream some days with no donations would be a good alternative, and I kind of agree. I definitely do agree. You'd just be amazed at how many people want them. I don't know if you guys remember, longtime fans, when I first started YouTube gaming streaming, I had no donations, and people actually wanted me to turn them on. I never thought that people would want to give money, but they actually, oh gosh, they actually do. I cannot believe it. But that's what they typically requested. But now I was thinking we can do some non-donation streams, or some non-sub streams, all kind of stuff we can do. All kinds of new stuff. I wonder if my sub notifier is still working. I think it's dead. I think my sub notifier died.
Robot systems are online.
Yep. It's actually dead, and that's not good. I have to stop playing and go over here and fix it. This program's been crashing a lot more lately. I thought, I was like, man, I haven't seen my subs pop up in a long time. Let me do a test. There we go, back to working. Hate when that happens. What's my favorite specialist ability? Probably either glitch or... I don't know. Either Glipper Ripper or glitch, one or the other. It's gonna be Ripper or glitch. Thank you for the compliment, Thiago. I see you there in the chat. Yeah, I'm gonna get this thing right, Thiago. Like, this is a test run. I might take it down to $2. I might do non-donation streams. I feel like most of my subscribers are mature enough for me to work with and not get angry about or be too demanding or anything. Even you guys that join the games, it's been really good. Oh, look at this V formation. I feel like I'm in the Mighty Ducks right now. It's been really good for the last little while. So I'm just going to try and work with you guys. I'm going to be really open and honest with everything on my front. As of now, the new donation thing seems like a wild success because I get a few less and it's easier to focus on the chat and more money comes in. That's a very surprising side effect. I was expecting that to go way down, but that didn't happen. So from my end, it's like, okay, so I got more money and more free time to talk to the chat, which is crazy, but okay, yeah, this is not awful for sure. But then I know I've got some old school subscribers that feel miffed or gypped, and I've got some people that feel that I'm not treating them appropriately or that I devalue their money, and I don't want anybody to have those feelings. I'm going to try to find a place where everybody's happy. And I know you can't please everybody. That's not part of reality. But I can try to be cooperative with... I can try to please most people. I can try to keep a lot of people happy, right? I can try to keep the majority there. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm also trying to save my god-awful KD. Just not focusing on this. You guys always get me so off topic on the streams that... There we go. Robot status.
Target spotted.
The robot. I think my wife just went live. If you guys want to go check out her stream, she's streaming live right now on twitch.tv/jwodesigns. If you guys want to go say hello, give her a shout, a hug, you can go pop on over to her channel. I think we're both trying to shout over each other in the house right now. Who is this? Who is this bouncing around over here? Get out of here. Go back to eating biscuits.
That's a kill.
Picking up some headshots here in this round. I wanted to shoot him first. Says you killed me like the dog. Drifter, do you ever think I'll find a girl who is smart, cute, and loves games like I do? They seem to be rare. You might, or you might just settle for two of those things. Or you might find a girl that is dumb, kinda ugly, and hates video games, but you love her for reasons that you don't even understand yourself. That's the crazy thing about attraction, is that sometimes complete opposites attract. Man, you might find a girl that you hate to begin with, but you grow to love. You might find a big farmer country girl named Jezebel, and you and her ride tractors together into the sunset, and you love it more than you ever did gaming. You never know, man. It's definitely good to look for things that you share similar, but sometimes looking for differences can be important too. I'm gonna go ahead and close my door so I don't blow over my wife's. Please don't look at my underwear if you see them.
Ruin. Done.
Had to go blow my wife a kiss on stream. But yeah, she's at twitch.tv/JWO Designs, JWO Designs. Or you can find the YouTube channel. It says J-Hub is crying right now.
Prevent the delivery of that robot. Hostile
Hold up, what's happening with J-Hub?
robot is online.
What's happening with J-Hub? Hold up. Hold up. I'm gonna, can you help me with J-Hub? I just tweeted J-Hub. I don't know what's going on with him. If you guys say something's going on with J-Hub. Yeah, Jezebel, J-Hub's girl. She gets around, you know. She's pansexual. She likes having sex with pans, and Two Fly just nailed me. Free for all is easy headshots. Nah, this has got. I think this is the easiest. You've got the most people running around doing stupid stuff here.
Hostile UAV incoming. Hostile robot shut down.
Found you. Target down.
I'll see what's up with J-Hub. Ooh, says I live in San Francisco, but ugh, I had to go to school for the fan. I'm sorry about that, dude. I wish I could have done it on a weekend, but I couldn't have. I was only in J-Hub. Says J-Hub's mom died?
Friendly HCXD inbound. Their robot has been
Hold up, what's going on with J-Hub? Says somebody, so yeah, people are subscribing, that's for sure, but people are probably lying to me.
disable it.
Somebody says, bye Drift, I'm going to Jessica's stream. Totally cool, no worries. Why is... wife's Twitch is twitch.tv/JWO Designs.
Hostile UAV spotted. Their robot is nearly at our base.
My Overheat, can you please check on J-Hub's stream and tell me what's going on?
Hostile care package overhead. Their robot has been
Oh man, this is bad.
time's running out.
Oh, he's streaming. Okay, so you guys just trolled me live on stream. Congrats! I've been trolled.
Robot is on the move.
I got trolled.
Hostile robot shut down.
I got trolled live. You guys got me, you win. What he says, Drifter, in order to get headshots with the Haymaker, you need to jump a lot. I feel ya. I'm trying the best. Okay, J-Hub is not crying and everything is fine. That's good. Let me go check out my wife's Twitch and see how she's doing.
Profit KIA.
I don't think we've ever actually tried to stream with both of our internets running at the same time like this.
Black Ops, mark up another win.
And that's
Yeah,
it.
she's up to 55 viewers.
Signing off.
I want to see what her stream quality looks like. I'm going to just go into her stream and talk some nonsense.
What do you mean? What are you saying about me? I'm working on Academy Art. Gear Bear 203. Thanks for Diego, what's up?
Talking some nonsense on my wife's stream.
So that's working. Josh Wolnich is now following. Hello, Kate Weasel, what's up?
Yeah, she's over here doing this stuff. Limitless subscribed.
Yeah, my boobs.
Thank you, Limitless. I appreciate it. It's a troll. It's a troll. Okay. I want to finish the headshots on this haymaker before the stream ends. Oh my god, I had one more to go. Literally one more. I feel so dumb. I don't think I've got a single challenge toward this head either. It's been a rough night. Yep, Vision Pulse is a very hard one. Very, very hard. Wife's stream is... I'm going to type it in. There we go. I think I typed it in. Yeah, she's crafting stuff is what she's doing. Do I think there'll be DLC weapons? I kind of don't. Haven't heard anything about it yet. My chat is loading so fast, I literally can't keep up with it. It's amazing. That's why I want to get the sub-only chat soon. Got a lot of new subs rolling in, my goodness. Viper Sniper subscribed. Thank you, sir. It's pretty crazy. FFL Goals also subscribed. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. What is Nicholas talking? Did you call me Nicolas Cage? What a subtle, butt cheeky, butt cheesy insult. You guys, come on. What? I ain't no Nicolas Cage. You're Nicolas Cage. Alex Blondell subscribed and Nick subscribed. Thank you. Perturbed Zeus. One more headshot and it's done.
Roger that. Sparrow online.
Says it's story time again.
Capture the objective.
I can tell you guys a story about my dad if you want. You'll love this story. So I was traveling. My dad came to pick me up. It was actually that time. It was one of the times we did. I had a custody exchange. Okay. Like that means that, you know, my parents are divorced. Oh, I got combat knifed. And we had a meet off. We had a meeting point. Oh, we're not playing Safeguard. There we go.
Securing A.
We had a designated meeting point. I think it was in Arkansas somewhere. No, he actually had to drive the full trip to Texas to pick me up. And my dad loves eating spicy things. Spicy things do not always love to be eaten by him. Sometimes they just don't cooperate. So on the way back, we ate at a barbecue place and he got mega bad diarrhea. My dad has some kind of problem with his butt. I don't know what it is, but he literally cannot wait more than like 30 seconds when he has to poop. Like when my dad has to poop, it's right now, it's immediate, there's no waiting. I've seen this dude run off golf courses, into public bathrooms, bust into people's houses. I've seen him do all kind of crazy stuff when it's time to poop. Just, that's how dad rolls, apparently. So anyway, he gets bad diarrhea, so we're driving back and like every probably 50 to 100 miles he has to stop and take a crap. This gas station, that gas station. And at one point it hits him pretty bad, and we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. We're in, like, in between rural Arkansas and Mississippi and stuff. There's not much around. And there's nowhere for him to poop. So he sees a church. This is like a little black church. Not black as in the building color. It's like one of those all-black African-American type churches. They're very common in the South. They're distinct. You'll know them when you see them. It's not much bigger than a trailer. It's like some little building that some person built on their own. And he rips a pillowcase from the one travel pillow that we had in the back of the car. Because, you know, he had a bad back and I'm a kid, so I like to lay down. So we had one travel pillow. He yanks the pillowcase off of that. Oh, God, this is going to end poorly. Get out of here. And runs and takes a huge crap in the front lawn of the church. Right there in the highway. Everybody could see it. There's a huge turd right there in the front of the church. And I asked my dad, I'm like, Dad, you know, he comes back. I knew this was, I'm used to this by now, right? And I was like, Dad, what did you do to the pillowcase? And he says, oh, I donated it to the church. I'm like, oh my God. I guess that was a lot funnier when I was a kid. Now it seems kind of shady.
Friendly Hellstorm inbound.
Found.
Securing losing A. All locations secured. Maintain current posture. Friendly care package incoming. We lost Alpha.
Spectre.
Yep, that's how it went. Black people be like this or that. I don't know. Says, why the hell tell us these stories? I don't know. It's the only thing that came to mind. You said you wanted a dad story, so there's the dad story, man.
Losing Bravo.
Why the hell did you tell us this? I don't know. I just do things sometimes. They don't always make a lot of sense. Somebody says, you need to give Ali A shout out. He needs a shout out. Yeah, Ali definitely does. Ali needs a shout out so Ali's hurting for viewers, man, you know. Ali's just what do you get, an Audi R8 stuff, like he's just broke. He can barely afford the insurance. You know, if COD doesn't come out with new DLC, then T Martin can't fuel his GTR. Oh, no. I'm playing miserable. Actually, I'm not doing so bad. Somebody says, I threw up, Brad. Thank you. Somebody says, I threw up on a bird. Oh my god. Okay, this series of headshots is definitely going to be more difficult than the last one. The last one I could just spray with and get lucky. This one takes a bit more doing. 15. That's probably going to spend like the entire next stream just getting these headshots. It's crazy. Drifter dab. Well, first of all, dabs are way too powerful for me. Dabs would put me under pretty much. Dabs like the hard liquor of marijuana. And I also don't dab because I don't dance because I'm too white. So there's that. I'm pretty much out of dabs. I can't marijuana dab and I can't dance dab. I'm dab free, guys. 1 because I'm too white and 2 because I'm too white. Use the SVG. Nah, I'm gonna finish up and try and get some shotgun headshots here. Be wrapping up the stream pretty soon and sending you all over to my wife's stream. So huge shout out to her. The Drifter House is not done tonight. Lady Drift is gonna be busy on Twitch, streaming away in creative. Twitch.tv/JWODesigns. Mega big shout out. So, I'm going to wrap it up at the end of this game, but if you all want to hop over to my wife's stream, I would highly recommend it. If you don't mind watching crafting. She's not doing gaming, okay? It's not a video game stream. She's doing something... She's building cosplay, so it's totally different than what you're probably expecting. Please dab? I don't know how to dab, dude. I don't know how to do either dab. I really don't. Drifter's Camry, dude. I don't have a Camry. I have a 2011 Hyundai Elantra with damage on it. And my wife drives a 1999 Toyota Corolla that's falling apart. We drive in cheap. It's actually one of my things to do tonight is to try and figure out a way to get us better cars, especially for her, because her car... says, Drifter, wasn't your dad racist? Well, yes, everybody was. Pretty much almost all the white people in Mississippi were racist. This is rough. You get beat down when you get a combat knife. Dad was racist. Grandparents racist. Mother was fairly racist. In-laws. Almost everybody I went to school with. It was normal. I used to be racist as hell. I was super racist. You guys don't understand how racist I was. But that changed over time. Do a backflip. You should thunder with corrupt. Can she cosplay Ari? She actually has done Ari cosplay. She has a few of those. She cosplays Ari, Ninetales. What are the jinx? She did Nidalee, if I'm not mistaken.
Smoke that Spectre.
No, she can indeed cosplay a lot of different stuff, and that's what she's working on. Right now, I think she's working on Sailor Mars. She's trying to build all the little attachments. Like, Sailor Mars has all these little hearts and doodads and stuff, and she's trying to build all of those, so that's what she's working on. She is Chinese, Southeast Asian, Singaporean girl, and she does have abnormally large breasts. Don't tell her I said that. So you can go watch hot girls on stream. She doesn't do like some of the e-girls, like dress up and look pretty and be like, oh my god guys, so happy you're here, just let me roll around in all this donation money. Nah, she just goes in there and works on her craft stuff.
Losing C.
You guys can definitely tell when I'm getting tired because my gameplay gets increasingly lazy.
Spotter down.
I might need to run quick draw on this as well because I ain't doing so hot here. Just killed both of my primary enemies to engage. Quit killing all the bad guys, please. He says shout out to FaZe Rug. Links to photos? Oh, if you want photos, you can find her. All of her stuff is /JWO Designs. Like, if you go to my YouTube channel, under the About section, you'll find her YouTube page, right? Like, /JWO Designs. And from there, you should be able to find links to her Twitter, her Instagram, her Facebook, her Twitch, her, like, literally everything. It's pretty much all /JWO Designs, one word. Like, JWO Designs. And it's all /that. Just like everything. It's super easy to remember. Kind of like mine. I'm Drifter on almost all platforms, which is really nice.
Securing C. Securing B.
It's like, you didn't say it enough. What's her name? Alright, come on.
Be advised.
Quit being silly.
Friendly CXD spotted.
Drifter, will you play uplink for a video? Possibly.
Hostile UAV above. Friendly UAV above.
There we go. You're giving me free headshots.
Friendly HCXD deployed.
At least I know the path in front of me is clear for a moment or two.
Securing C. Losing A.
I think my subs are trying to give me kills here. Okay, maybe this isn't so bad if I slow down a little bit. If I spam less, this isn't so bad.
Securing C.
Somebody says, give Jacksepticeye a shout out. He's dying.
UAV incoming. Losing Alpha.
The swordfish are OP. Yeah, swordfish too strong.
Current posture.
Drift, you gonna dual stream with Ace again? Maybe. Ace is fun to stream with. He's an alright guy. Trying to get more stream guests. Like, I tried to get Noah J. I've been supposed to been getting Noah J, but he's too busy. He's too... Nah, he's just got his own stuff going on. I want to stream with Hutch sometime. I'd like to try and get, like, Sensor or Clacer or stuff in here. Trying to make it more fun, because I think I can carry a stream pretty well, but these guys are also talented, and their personalities are different, and most importantly, we'll disagree about things, and disagreements make for better streams than agreements, so...
We lost C.
At least in my opinion.
Be advised.
But what do I know?
Hostile UAV
I don't know anything.
Securing A. A secure. Losing B.
Got a $5 donation from Luke Hansen coming in here to round it out for the night. Says, hey Drifter, been a fan of your content since Black Ops 2 and I really love your Epic Dream series. This is my first stream because I'm always asleep where I live, but I finally caught one. Can you say anti-disestablishment materialism on stream? Yes, I can. You're gonna have to come up with a harder word than that to stump me. Anti-disestablishment materialism is actually not that hard to say because all of the base words are common. It's anti, dis, which is a prefix, this, then disestablish, my bad, establishment, and then Arianism. Oh, that's not a Terrialism, that's a Tarianism. Yeah, anti-disestablishmentarianism. There you go, anti-disestablishmentarianism. That's the right way to say it. There's a different one, I think, materialism. You can also do supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I guess if you wanted to get mean, some of the organic chemistry students could come in here and just nail me with their custom compounds that they name that it's all crazy and stuff, but that's just hard, you know. That's very difficult. Alright guys, I am wrapping it up. I am beat for the night. I will probably stream again tomorrow because I have no videos done and I'm super tired.
Perfect.
My wife is streaming right meow at twitch.tv/jwodesigns. I'm going to tweet her out shortly after this stream is over. So you guys can find her. She's trying to do her thing. She's trying to build her a new following and new career and start over and stuff. So JWoww, where is JWoww Designs? There she is. Where's creative at? Yeah, whatever. I think she's in the people I follow. There we go. Okay, here we are. Excellent. I don't know why they thought it'd be a good idea to make me get shotguns with this stupid thing, but they did. I'm going to go ahead and back out. Guys, thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it. Thank you, new subscribers, new followers, people that like the video, people that watched all night. Thank you for everybody that left a comment. For those of you that just watch and don't leave comments, thank you all for the generous outpouring of donations and for the largely positive shift and change in how we handle donations. I'm still working on it. Next stream I might try a $2 limit. We might also try some no donation streams. I do know that people want them because they want to communicate directly over the chat. And I do know that people also don't want to feel shafted or that they paid too much, so I'm trying to find a very nice balance, and I pray that you'll just hang with me. I feel like I'm giving a lecture in church. Pray this and pray that. But, I mean, you guys will just hang in here with me till I get it sorted out and figured out. I'm going to work with you all the way, so just give me your feedback. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out my wife at twitch.tv/jwodesigns. Drifter out.